Phillies United are taking on the New Jersey Titans in USPL 2023 match number 17, and we are live from the Broward County Cricket Stadium in beautiful Florida under sunny conditions. Let's go down for the toss, but Andrew Leonard is with two captains. All right. Now, as soon as the coin was flipped out to the frame by Rakeem Cornwall, Phillies United realized the coin has ended up exactly how they wanted it to, and Harmeet had called it wrong. Captain Rakeem said, "I want to bowl first." Harmeet Singh, the captain of New Jersey Titans, Andres Kaus, the centurion from last night, would be raring to go once again. Aaron Jones finds a place today, and that's a great news indeed. Dilpreet Bajwa is on the side as well. Couple of changes there. Mohammad Mohsin, Mukhtar Ahmed, Norman Anwar, Ziaul Haq, Harish Kakani can bat, can bowl, would be raring to go also because he's been yearning for an opportunity at this stage. Trevon Griffith is one of the best fielders too, and Saurabh Netravalkar has proved at every single game that he's got so far in Phillies United. Winning the toss, choosing to bowl first. And the captain, Rakeem Cornwall, says, "Adil Bhatti, you're my new ball option too." Dominic Ricky is searching for form. Stephen Big is wickets guaranteed for him. Hiran Patel would be seen behind the wickets. Kwame Paddington Jr. is another very useful cricketer. Arakshit Gomel, he's got to get that big innings out of the way. Sunny Patel, Saad Ali, Justin Dill with a ball in hand, and Calvin Savage, the South African. It says bat, but he's a wonderful bowler too. I think Rizwan Mazhar might be the first substitute they might use, depending on the situation, because of the impact player rule. The news is that Phillies United have won the toss, and they said they want to be fielding first time. So Suhas Vedam, joined by Mike Hazeman. Mike, what do you make of this game?
So Haas, this is going to be an absolute beauty. It's 1 versus 2 on the table. The Phillies are at number 1, the Titans are at number 2. Two really good teams, and two teams that I expect to go some way, if not all the way, to the final in this tournament. Now, the pitch is the same one that we had early today. It obviously is looking pretty good now. It's had a bit of time out there, a bit of a breeze. Always wind dries things out. Also, we've got a bit of sunshine at the moment, and that's great news. And the track looks nice and dry now, so no dramas with this one. So we are good to go, and this should be a good high-scoring game. So we've got 20 overs aside, but just remember, in this game now, because things are so tight from a time point of view, if there is any interruption whatsoever, and with all the sunshine we've got at this stage, and let's hope it continues, blue sky too as well, if there's any interruption at all, then overs are going to start being lost straight away. By the way, Harmeet Singh from the Titans was happy to bat first, so that's what he wanted to do had they won the toss. So Cornwall, Rakeem is happy bowling first, and Harmeet Singh happy to bat first. Right, so this is an absolute beauty. You don't want to move further from your TV set or your phone or your laptop, your iPad, your Galaxy Tab, whatever you're using, because this is going to be wonderful to watch this game in high definition. Andres Kaus is someone who was absolutely sensational yesterday. 120. He was superb. It was a high-class knock. One of the best knocks you want to see. Slapped the ball all over the place. Didn't take any time whatsoever to get going. From ball one, basically, under lights as well. And it's always nice to be crisp under lights. Look at some of these shots.
Excellent strokes down the ground to start with, and very soon decided also to go over the top, much like this. And when he hits it straight down the ground, the ball stays hit as well. Excellent reader of length and reader of the game too. Despite losing the first wicket of the very first ball, a clear mind can do this, is what Andres Kaus showed the world. What a stupendous talent, Andres Kaus.
The important thing now, can he back it up again? When you're in that sort of form, you don't want to waste it. You want to bring it out again to the middle. So last night, under lights, bring it out again now against these guys who are going to be fired up. Phillies United, they've been a good side. Phillies United have played 4-1-2. The Titans are also played for, and they've been successful as well in their encounter. So 1 versus 2, which is the important part about this shot in the USPL, the United States Premier League, as we get set to go. There's 6'7", Raheem Cornwall, the captain of the Phillies United. And there's that blue sky, terrific as said.
The Phillies United and New Jersey Titans, rank 1 versus rank 2 at the moment at the points table, mirroring each other in terms of the number of plays and wins, but the points, Phillies United ahead by 1. Makes it for an interesting contest as well. Remember, Maryland Mavericks would be in action soon, tomorrow. So that means Andres House is all set to target the bowlers once again. 165 runs in just 4 matches. Unbelievable strike rate of 208.9, and looks like it's only going to get better because of the form that he is in.
It's so important to get a big score early in a series like this. We're at about the halfway mark with big games to come. So as I said, he's got to keep going with that form. He's in good nick, of course, with that strike rate, which is quite crazy. And to play well and keep playing like he was yesterday, and really going deep in this tournament with that sort of ability is going to be crucial for the Titans going forward. There's Amwa, his partner. It's a little bit windy out there, a bit blustery. You can pick it up through the stump mics. So Stephen Wigg gets ready.
Stephen Wigg with a new ball. He's been a humble servant of Phillies United for a while now. Loves the fact that he's got the new ball as well. Picked up 3 wickets, 3 crucial wickets as well. Raheem Cornwall did better. Haynes got the player of the match in that game. And in the corridor of uncertainty right away.
2 things about Stephen Wigg is the fact that he's a left armer, and that is really important at the start. We've talked about that. He got the ability of swinging the ball back in. If you can swing the ball back in, you're really, really important right at the beginning with a new ball. Plus, he's got the slip, Cornwall, at first slip as well. He can also hold his line and just go across the batsman. So 2 bites of the cherry there, swing it back in or hold the line.
Looks like he's having one ear on commentary. Did swing it back in a little bit and did not get the middle of the bat there. Andres House still gets a single. Off the mark, but not mentally.
Really was a good delivery. Inside edge. House just a little bit loose initially. And that can happen, I suppose, when you've got a blitz century. The last time you walked out. Just a bit of a gap there between bat and pad, allowing a bit of space for something to come through. Wigg at one stage thought he was in the game.
This was in the middle, but Norman has found just enough bat. Tease for the fielder, tease for the fielder. A soccer-like stop. Oh well. Sunny Patel with the throw as well. Will have to be checked again. Just will have to be checked again, I feel. Did he plonk his foot inside the play while he picked it up? Swift motion.
Yeah, a little bit of a turn as he came back and picked it up. It's absolutely fine as far as I'm concerned. It was a really good chase. Just stopped it dead with his foot at this stage. That was really good work. It didn't roll onto the advertising cushion. And you'll see as he comes back in, there's a little bit of a spin. I don't think he touches that advertising triangle as he comes back. He's eventually going to come back. Here he comes. There we go. Very good. Good stuff, Sunny Patel. Had to do that spin to take the clean pickup. And, of course, to make it look good.
Three runs. A rare denomination on this round. That's through the gap as well. There is a sweeper in place, hence a single. Now 4 deliveries that Stevens bowled so far. He started off slightly outside off. The second delivery on the off stump. For Norman it was middle stump line. And now has gone back slightly outside off once again. Four inside the circle on the off. Slight changes made to the field, and that is the sweeper has decided to become a very deep backward point almost.
Bowling into this wind.
A cautious Norman. Stephen Vick gets a measure of what the conditions are keeping him very early. Starting outside off with a hint of swing is always great. And it always helps when you're running into the wind. Oh, well, that length straight to the skipper. No run, 5 for no loss after 1.
Just remember that 1 and 2 have both only played 4 games at this stage. They're both playing their 5th now. Some of the other teams that have already played 5, the Golden Eagles, have only played 4 at this stage. Net run rates for both these teams is really healthy as well. 6 and 5, just 1 point separates 1 and 2. Mavericks will be sitting back. They're not in action today, watching this. They've been a good team.
Adil Bhatti is emerged once again as a new bowling option. And a new ball option. Poor line, punished. Andres Kaus is in no mood to let this one go.
Now he's got everything going for him, Bhatti. He's got the wind at his back. It's a very strong wind. It's not a little breeze anymore. It's a strong wind at his back. And sometimes when that happens, you can slide a little bit leg side. Just lose your radar a little bit. Perhaps you just get your run up messed up a fraction because the wind's behind you. First ball is not a good result. For Bhatti, that is.
Whenever House goes his first boundary, that calms the nerves of everyone in blue. That's a good length, actually, Adil Bhatti. And Andres Kaus is one of those cricketers who subscribes to staying in the crease a little bit more for the right, for the bowlers, pacers especially, so that extra bit of bounce can be negotiated even at the last moment.
Because he doesn't mind playing on the up, doesn't mind driving on the up at all. Anything slightly short, he can punish.
Had width. Might not have the timing that House wants, but it's got the result he wants.
That's a really good shot. Certainly wasn't a ball that a lot of people would play off the front foot, but he's not the tallest bloke around, so he's not getting a great deal of bounce out of it, but that's a shot of a man in really good form. Just lunges on the front foot, hits it at its highest point, and slams it for 4. Nicely played.
He's still discovering the timing. He wants to pick it up from where he left off. Must be lying around somewhere here. Oh, well, just helping Andres Kaus at this stage. Adil Bhatti, this is buffet bowling.
14 off 4. That's put some pressure back on Bhatti, that's for sure. Kaus is not going to let him go with those deliveries down the leg side. First one he just toyed with down the leg side for 4. First ball the over. This one he decides to give a nice little whip, like we saw a few times last night under lights.
More headache for Captain Cornwall. You can't set a field for this. Bhatti knows he's committed a mistake. That's much better. Every time Adil Bhatti has gone back of a length, it's been a dot ball. Every time he's given width or bowling into the pads or torso, those have vanished.
Decided to go even shorter that time, actually. Bhatti sliding on with that height. He's got a bit of a tough call here because he can't be in the slot. He can't bowl length. When House is in the form he's in at the moment, he'll just launch that back over his head probably. Never know, he might just step down the track once or twice to him, because he certainly thinks he's a little bit predictable, I think, at this stage, for the way that he's handled those first 4 deliveries. But he's got to finish strong.
Really good collect by Hiren. 2 overs gone. With that single, it's 20 for no loss. The highest scores of USPL 2023 so far is going to be Andres Krause's 120 not out in just 61 deliveries that we all witnessed last night. Then comes Gajanan's 102 in reply.
Yeah, what was that? 360 odd runs scored last night in that last game under lights. That was chasing leather deluxe.
The Carolina Eagles were banking on Gajanan Singh to get this done, that run chase, but then needed someone else as well along with him. Dwayne Smith 87, that was a very good innings too. Rajiv Darbar clicked in one of the games, and Saad Ali makes it to number 5 in that list. He can add to it today. Oh well, what a shot. There's nothing better than this one.
That's what I like to see. Full face of the bat. When you've played so well, don't rest in your laurels, work hard, full face of the bat, down the ground, in the slot really, look out.
Lawrence is so glad that there is a board in front of him. Otherwise that was cannoning into him, our camera person. What's going to be Stevens' reply? 1 in the slot, that's disappeared before. He's creating good angles. Five of the first 3 then. He's creating good angles there to open up new options. Andres Krause is a little unhappy that he couldn't send this one away for 4.
He wanted 6, I think.
Last night was absolutely brilliant. 209 for 2 for New Jersey Titans. Andres Krause 120 not out. Mukhtar's 54 was brilliant to watch as well. After 0 for 1, they recovered, New Jersey Titans and then Carolina Eagles.
370, I shortchanged it. It was an outstanding game, it really was. Magnificent matching 100. House 120. Gajanan Singh was just magnificent on a losing cause. Next highest score for Gajanan Singh was just 27. 6 players in double figures, so he didn't get any help at all.
Just finishing that, Carolina Eagles in reply were 163 for 9, banking Gajanan Singh's talent. They were banking on his talent and they were backing him to get a big one. He did reach his century but needed an extra pair of hands to get that done. It's a mixed bag for Steven. 1 poor delivery was put away. That makes it 6 of the over with a ball to go. House has got off to a good start once again. Something that New Jersey Titans are developing a habit of. Quiet single to finish the over. 3 gone, 27 for no loss. Most runs in USPL 2023, Andres Kraus leading the charts with 188. Gajanan Singh is not lagging behind much, but Kraus is going to add to it, you would assume, in this very innings. Gajanan Singh will get a chance later on the day.
Strike rate from Darbar also 192.
One thing that stands out with Andres Kraus is the percentage of dot balls that he plays. Very, very less. He looks to clobber the ball, that's okay. And in between, if the ball's not there to be hit at the last moment to revise his plan and look for a single at least. That's something that Andres Kraus can teach everyone.
I mean, he looks totally in control. 24 off 15 balls. He's played superbly so far. 3 4s and a 6. Strike rate of 160. Calvin Savage is going to try and turn things around a little bit. They will know each other pretty well, of course. A couple of words from South Africa. But House looks like he's in a commanding position at this stage. The Titans will be hoping it continues for some time.
Well, I thought there was a sound as it went past the bat. Has Savage generated an opportunity?
There was certainly a bit of glove involved, but because it was glove, it didn't carry to the keeper. If it came off the blade of the bat, that probably would have actually carried through, but no, glove. That's going to, the padding of the glove, of course, is going to slow down that delivery.
Pure timing and class from Noman.
Yeah, he says, I'm going to forget about those little deft shots. Let me just go downtown. Let me identify something and smack it for 6. I'm sick of watching my mate Andres Kraus at the other end getting all these runs. I want to join this party as well.
Oh, that's a wonderful shot. Again, loves hitting on the up. Both these batters have found something they're very fond of in common. Calvin Savage didn't miss the mark by much, but has to fetch it from a long distance. This time Fuller.
Can't tell you how important it is when a bowler comes in on an attack in a T20 game, or even if something that's restricted even shorter to a 5-over game perhaps. As soon as he arrives at the crease, you've got to try and get the ascendancy, whether it's through runs. You've got to just somehow get mentally on top of that bowler. Let the bowler know he's got no chance of getting past that broad bat of yours, and if you can happen to hit him for a couple of runs right away, and that's 6, was brilliant work for no one. That's really put Savage, I'm sure, on the back foot a little bit. He's got to work hard now.
Very good shot. This is streaming away for 4. I'll let the ball hide under those covers because it's got a whack just now from Andres Kraus.
Yeah, it's a nice little recipe. They've upset him, so he's striving. Not as confident as he would like to be, so that's a little bit short, a little bit wide. Doesn't have to be too much of an error when you're bowling to Kraus at this stage. Just a bit of width on that occasion. Slapped away towards that banner.
This is shot of the day. Andres Kraus targeting the straighter boundaries. The world's a better place when he does that. 4 overs gone, 43 for no loss. Terrific shot this. He uses follow through like salt in food. Just enough. No chance for Bhatti there. No chance. Stephen Wigg now will feel the pressure. He's given away just 12 in 2 overs. That's not bad. But the New Jersey Titans have found runs from the other end too. 43 for no loss.
Stephen Wigg is one of those guys who's normally pretty relaxed. He knows that he's capable to do a fine job.
Mukhtar's got to come out and bat next. Meanwhile, he's helping with the side screen if that's warm up. Stephen got 3 wickets yesterday. Is someone in good form?
I was going to say, he looks a little bit wide-eyed today. Hasn't quite got it where he wants to be. He's not getting the swing, I don't think, that he would like to get in these sort of conditions when that ball is... Perhaps that's why he's gone around the wicket, to try and get more swing. Ball is still nice and new. He's got that strong wind that he's bowling into. Perhaps he's trying to get the wind that's going, I guess, to a certain extent from left to right on that picture.
Big appeal. And the finger is risen. Norman stands stunned. Wigg has produced the wicket eventually. That's the first jolt for the Jersey Titans.
Wow, that is a big wicket. Swing. I said he's looking for the swing. This has come back considerably. Wind assisted. There's never going to be issues with height. Keeper's going down the leg side. I wonder if it might have been going a little bit leg side. Doesn't matter what I think, I guess. It matters what the man with the red shirt says. That's the first blow. So Wigg's in the game. Anwar on his way back for 11, 43 for 1.
Mukhtar Ahmed, 4 matches, 88 runs. He's found form in the season of USPL 2023. 154.4, that strike rate, and that was when he was under pressure. Sensational half century. Didn't want to play second fiddle to Andres Kaus.
Right, his tail's going to be up now. He'll feel much better with that wicket.
There's something about that angle that keeps Wigg in play. And it's the angle that I believe the batter didn't read. Noman Anwar hit him in the back leg as well.
Really worked out, Wigg, with the wind. Sliding that one back in. Came back considerably, delivering from fairly wide of the crease. Might have been a question mark as to whether it was just going to miss leg stump or clip leg stump. Up when that dreaded digit.
Almost got another wicket there. Andres pushed for the single. Mukhtar was a little absorbed in what had happened, but he starts to tick. First run conceded by Stephen in the over.
I think we said this is going to be a terrific game. So a wicket's gone down. However, the run rate at the moment is at 9.5. They've got off to a very good start. Track is playing nice. There's been some nice shots. Perhaps a little bit too pace from time to time, but that's okay. It's allowed to be. Batsman has got to adjust. Mukhtar looking to play a screaming shot through the covers as soon as he arrives at the crease. I don't think that's the way to go on this surface straight away.
The house has been off the strike for a bit. Usually there's chat about someone in form, someone in rhythm, not getting the strike. That can hamper them a little bit. What about Andres Kaus? Would be interesting to see. So far, it's sensational over from Stephen Wigg, picking up the wicket of Noman and giving away just 1.
Kaus has got to actually forget about that. He's such a good player. He can play catch up at some stage if he keeps playing nicely. 32 at the moment. Strike rate is seriously healthy. Doesn't matter if this is a dot ball.
outside edge, but that's going fine. Third man's inside the circle. He's only going to go there to fetch it. A boundary to finish the fifth. 48 for 1, New Jersey Titans.
Andreas House fortuitous in the last over. Really want to highlight Stephen Wigg though. This has been sensational in the last 2 games, the way he's bowled with just 2 fielders deep on the boundary in the power play. I think with Ghost there in the middle, have the Titans at only 48 for 1. Cornwall will take this, but will know the importance of getting that wicket as Justin Dill comes into the attack. Also does Andrew Leonard.
Oh, Nikhil, welcome along everyone for what to us looks like maybe the best 2 sides in the tournament here at the moment. The general standard of cricket at this year's United States Premier League 2023 has been quite high. Been really impressed. But these 2 teams, they've stood out by a distance, haven't they? With the quality of Gauss, you see the mini points table there. There's a reason they're on top. Raheem Cornwall, quite wonderful to watch. Stephen Wigg, as you rightly pointed out. He's had a good tournament too. But I think for me, one man stands alone. It's the man who's about to face up on strike. Not just because he made the century yesterday, his quality of ball striking and his ability to impact matches at the top, particularly in this power play, outstanding. And the Titans, they're ahead of this game already.
Yeah, this has been good bowling to Gauss though, after what was a really quick start. They've starved him of boundaries. And we saw how prolific he was in finding the boundary just a night ago when he got that 100. So I just wonder if that's the way you outfox him. Just try to frustrate him and prevent him from finding the boundary, even if he's finding the 1s and 2s. This has gone up. It's a huge chance. And it's taken. That is massive. It's the wicket of Gauss. They know the importance.
Yeah, huge moment in the game. 2 players of South African origin. Another one there, Calvin Savage imitating the catch too. He's just cramped him for room and it's come off a top edge early on the shot. Dill is not quick, but he's a control bowler. And very well done by Araksheet to hold on to that catch. Gamel, he holds his nerve, and Dill knows how big that wicket is. Gauss gone for 38. It's 51 for 2.
massive wicket. Now will be a test for this Titans batting lineup, who haven't had much to do in this tournament because of Gauss and his brilliance. Justin Dill's very skillful.
Here's the big wicket. He's just threw his shot a tiny bit early. So as a consequence, because the bat has come through early, the top edge is caught. And it goes a long way up into the sky. Tariq Sheikh Kamel held his nerve out at deep mid-wicket. Big moment in the game, no doubt about that. Just checking on something here. I think it might be a shirt number issue again, because number 2, who is on strike, we don't have a number 2 on our team sheet, do we? This has been a bit consistent. We might be wearing someone else's shirt. Trying to get a view on who the batter is. I think it's Ian Dev Singh, isn't it? He's no longer wearing number 10, he's wearing number 2 now, so umpire just wanted to check that. And we have him down as an impact player, Nikhil, so that's an early use of that by the NJ Titans. Gets us to the end of the 6th over, end of the power play, 51 for 2. So we have a brief hold up here in play, because Ian Dev Singh is not in the original starting 11, but he's in as the impact player, and as a consequence he has to replace somebody. So you'd imagine it's going to be probably one of the 2 batters who's being dismissed. The impact player wreaking havoc right now. Nobody knows who he's in for. And Harmeet Singh, it's a pretty simple question. Who is he going to come in and play? So we'd presume, we're just speculating here really though, Nikhil, we'd presume Nauman Anwar, who's out, would he be someone he's going to replace, or will he bowl? Gauss is the keeper.
Yeah, it's a real pity that we've had a stop, because the innings was meandering well. A really quick start by the Titans, but that wicket of Gauss, you just wonder how much of an impact that has on the remaining of the inning, given what we saw last night. But it was a similar start. Very aggressive, selective, and very dominant down the ground. It's been the case. Stephen Wigg has been impressive though in the power play with the new ball, getting the ball to shape back into the right-hander. And then the big wicket of Gauss compliments Justin Dill, and some good work in the field. Hasn't been the easiest to catch today because of that prevailing wind. So the Titans have lost their openers. Back live.
Yeah, we'll give you that update on who Ian Dev Singh is in for as soon as we know. But there's plenty of conjecture down pitch side. Harmeet Singh seems to be right involved in the middle of it. He's a skipper. He should know his 11, you would hope. But as far as we're aware, certainly on what the match officials have got, he wasn't in the original starting team. But all sides are entitled to use their impact player. Usually see it used towards the end of the first innings or in between the innings. at the start of the second, but this time it's been used early.
Interesting, no spin yet from Cornwall. He's got 3 wickets now in both of the matches he's bowled in. They've also got the leg spin of Sunny Patel. So far it's been all pace.
Yeah, there is the skipper. May see his off break sooner rather than later, you'd expect. Maybe the next over. Right now, the Titans have a nice platform, really nice to build from, thanks to that impactful innings from Gauss, who's going to be the one to step up. Interesting to see how they use Aaron Jones as well, the national team vice-captain too.
Yeah, you look at the Phillies United in the last couple of games, and the way that their bowling attack has been structured. Remember, Stephen Wigg didn't play in the first game, but yesterday bowled 3 on the trot in the power play, only conceded 17 runs. Then today again, picked up the crucial wicket of Norman Anwar, and again only gave away 17. It's allowed Dylan Calvin Savage to bowl more at the back end of the innings. It's provided that added bit of depth for Cornwall, and he's bowled well, you know. Usually known for his variations, but he's swung the new ball back in.
Yeah, really good player to watch, isn't he? This is Wigg in the field. Just such an outstanding arm that was, right over the top. 3 wickets too with the ball, 2 wickets in fact. 3 in total, 2 and 2 to close off. That last one was chopped on. A really good catch from the keeper in that package too. Good athlete, Stephen Wigg. That single will get us to the end of the 7th over. Quiet over, just 6 from it. It's 57 for 2.
Beautiful day. It's really become and developed into a gorgeous day for action, and this is a gorgeous matchup. Now I think Rakeem Cornwall senses a bit of a decreased deceleration, so he can sneak in an over here of Adil Bhatti. Went for 15 in the first over he bowled, but this may be a good time to get a cheap over in. He still hasn't come into the attack as yet, Cornwall.
Yeah, they're sticking with Seam, weren't they? Okay, let's get down pitch side. Mike Hazeman, look who he's got with him.
Yeah, thanks guys. Andres House alongside me. Andres, what about last night? What a sensational performance. How proud were you of that knock?
Yeah, it was good to have a knock like that. We just had a few 5-over games before that, so it was good to just have a decent hit out there.
And you seem to hit the ball pretty sweetly from ball 1. I mean, how much work you're putting leading into this tournament?
Yeah, quite a lot. I've got the Abu Dhabi T10 after this, so I've been training a lot, preparing for this, and this is just a good tournament leading up to that.
And for those who don't know a great deal about your career, originating in South Africa, of course, how long have you been in the States?
So I've been in the States for almost 3 years now. Came in 2021, so yeah, it's been quite a journey so far.
And based in Texas, what about the future? What are your aims?
Yeah,
play for the US?
Yeah,
next year, hopefully.
Yeah, my qualification comes in early next year, so obviously if they pick me, then that would be awesome. So hopefully that is on the cards. But for now, obviously there's Major League in June as well, so there's a lot of excitement coming up.
Right, now what about this game? It's an important game against these guys. I mean, the pitch, what do you think a good score is on this surface?
Yeah, it's a lot slower than last night's wicket. It's a different one, so I think maybe 160.
Right.
tends to slow up in the middle. So if we can get to 160, that'll be really good.
Andres, you were brilliant last night. Thanks for that.
Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it.
Yeah, great to hear from one of the tournament's leading run scorers in Gauss, and his team well set at this stage. Run rate still close to that 9 and over mark. You can see Mukhtar Ahmed has sensed that Batty could be one to target. That 6 over extra cover. Gauss at the top of that list.
Yeah, the two stars really have been Gauss and Gajanan Singh, the two Centurions in the tournament. Just been so impressive in the way they've gone about it, in very contrasting styles. And lovely to hear that Gauss would be very keen to get into that United States national team as soon as he qualifies. We don't know the exact date. His last cricket in South Africa was the end of February 2021. Many think that he could be the best ball striker in the country anywhere in North America, so we wish him the best of luck with his international future.
And an important World Cup for the USA in 2024 as well. Expensive over 69 for 2.
He's the leading wicket takers. You're just talking about the leading run scorers. Mario Laban has been very impressive. You know, Harmeet Singh's not quite on this list, just beneath it. And Ali Sheikh, the left arm spinner, another one who has dreams of a T20 World Cup, you would suspect, for the United States next year. Still no sign of Rakeem Cornwall with the ball yet. The captain of Phillies United is happy to give other people the role, but he will now turn to spin. Sunny Patel will come into the attack. Very good leg spinner. Keep an eye out for his googly.
Start short. You have to be cognizant of the depth that they have. You look at someone like Aaron Jones to come, hasn't even batted in the tournament yet. Harmeet Singh, the captain himself, can strike it. They've got Trevor Griffith in that batting lineup. It's just a multifold of options and many openers in the 11 as well.
Nikhil, has that surprised you? Aaron Jones is sort of almost underuse in this tournament. He's the American vice captain. His T20 game's evolved and improved a huge amount over the last 24 months or so.
I think a few players, the use of him, Raj Nanan is another one.
And also I'd add to that list Raymond Dar, the youngster who's had a really good time coming into kind of senior men's cricket from a prolific under-19 viewpoint. Leading run scorer back in the 2021 under-19 USA Nationals. Took that stunning catch, but he's only in as an impact player, and we still think Ian Dev Singh is the one who is the impact player, so he won't be able to play today. There's almost too much talent in some of these squads, particularly the Titans. They are chock full of outstanding players.
Decided on it late. It's running a lot slower, Sunny Patel. Today, given probably the surface, ball did grip in that first game.
There is Aaron Jones on the left of your screen. He's at least got the pads on this time. Maybe he'll be in next at number 5, you would suspect. 6 singles round out the 9th over. It's 75 for 2.
Captain Rakeem Cornwall now into the attack. What a tournament he's had, both bat and ball. 6 wickets in the 2 matches. Yesterday, his first 3 overs went for just 6 runs, and he picked up the 3 wickets. Last one went for 18 in the back end, but I think with these two on in operation from both ends, could be a handful given the nature of this surface.
Can't remember if I asked you this already, Nikhil, but is he someone you'd love to see in white ball cricket, particularly the shortest format for the West Indies? Ahead of that T20 World Cup they'll co-host with USA next year.
I think given the fitness issues he's had with that knee, it's been tough for him to really make a consistent impression in the minds of the selectors, but had a decent CPL, that would have been the major tournament for him to perform in. You never know if he can go to the franchise leagues next year and do well. That is very wide.
Yeah, you can see he definitely has battles with that knee injury. But it's sort of a power hitting batter, isn't it? That you suspect he'd be used as. The off spin might be almost a sort of added bonus of anything. Evan Lewis has been in and out of Caribbean sides of recent times. So much talent in the region. Remember, 7 of the venues for that T20 World Cup next year will be down in the Caribbean, and then 3 here in the United States, including the one you're watching the US Premier League live from here in Broward County, Lauderhill. So much to look forward to next June. 55 games, Nikhil, between 20 teams. Going to be a great World Cup next year.
Excellent start from Captain Cornwall. Last couple of overs have been good for the Phillies United. 81 for 2. And time for a drink.
$81 for 2 at the halfway stage, New Jersey Titans. The 2 wickets that they've lost so far have been in the shape of Norman and Andreas. It's panned out this way, the first 10 overs. A lot of clear striking on the ball from the man that you see, Andres Kraus. Noman was also brilliant. Kraus behind the wicket especially has been sensational, and this is the one that got him ticking. Straight down the ground, loves the free flow of the arms. Mid-on and mid-off were always in his radar. And once Noman left with Wiggs' brilliant delivery coming back in, it was time to apply more pressure.
This was such an important catch. Kraus on his way for 38 at that stage, faced 22 balls, really threatened, but didn't capitalise.
Sunny Patel, first over just going for 6. Now the spinners, they've got to control the proceedings at this stage. Raheem Cornwall has shown them a template already.
Just had a look at that Manhattan graph not so long ago, and they were going at 10s for the first 5, and then suddenly it's just dropped away a fraction.
It's called the house factor. Sunny Patel, what's good about him is that he watches the batter till the last moment. It's not easy to put on the dancing shoes to Sunny Patel. But you can stay there and try and go for a shot of this kind. Just over. Big needed wings.
Yeah, I think if there was no breeze whatsoever, that would have been caught. But just at the last minute, there was a breeze that took it over. It went nice and high, had plenty of opportunity to catch that breeze as well. And just over that rope. A little bit of good fortune.
It's always interesting to see a cricket ball behave like a kite. Mukhtar one moment is clobbering the cricket ball, the other moment is gently tapping it. That was a very good hit, but risky, of course.
I like the way that Sunny Patel bowls these leggies. He's got some variation, obviously, but he's a little bit predictable. Yeah! Oh, that's a beauty. Good catch. Fine edge. Important breakthrough. Bit of extra bounce that time. Maybe as a toppy, get the extra bounce.
Ian Dave's struggles continue with the bat in hand. This time just 11. Was it too close to cut? He was bowling a little wider initially. This one was from the back of the hand and kept straight as well after pitching. The cut shot has been a cause of trouble for Ian Dave a couple of times now already in the same season. 89 for 3 with Ian Dave departing for 11. Aaron Jones getting a game today, would want to make it count. New Jersey Titans are a fully stuffed side when it comes to talent. And except for a 5-over contest out of the 2 that they've played, they've been on the winning side.
Andrews Kral said this track is a lot slower than yesterday, and he was saying 160. Still got 7 wickets in hand.
Very good over from Sunny Patel. What a comeback after being hit away for 6. 11 gone, 89 for 3. Andres gave a good start. Raheem will continue from one end.
Let's have a look at that wicket delivery. Now, when it comes out of the backhand like that, you tend to think it's going to be perhaps a wronger, but no, that was just the toppy. Perhaps more out of the back and side of the hand, not right out of the back of the hand. No, it was just rolling at a fraction, really. So I think it's more of a toppy than anything. That's why there was a bit of extra bounce. Good catch by Hiren.
I think he gave it away too early. Still going up in appeal. Raheem roars too.
I'm not going to argue with him, that's for sure.
McFarlane unmoved.
They seem quite confident. We'll have to have a close look at this. Caught behind was the appeal. So keeper went up big time. And also Rakeem went up in a huge fashion. Let's have a look and see if there was any connection. It was quite wide off the off stump. So it tried to... No, I don't think there was any connection.
Aaron Jones showed his cards too early, I believe. As far as Rakeem's concerned, he's a man of measured emotions.
Rakeem just... If anything, it might have just kissed the glove, but I don't see any evidence. I didn't hear anything of a stump mic up really loud when it was in real time also. I didn't hear anything there either. Rakeem had a bit of a chat to him when he came down his end as well. Had a bit of a smile and a bit of a laugh. Oh, he's still going, Rakeem, the big fella.
Rakeem's been very excited the entire over.
I think they realise how important this part of this game is right now. This one's outside the line, I think. Yeah, just outside, I think, and no real dramas there.
Just singles in Rakeem's over. 4 of them put together. 12 gone, 93 for 3. Andres Kaus, 38-22, set the platform once again for New Jersey Titans. Noman left early. Mukhtar has got off to a great start. Can he convert that into a big one? Ian Dave was unfortunate to be cutting the ball when it bounces a little more. His bad patch continues. 11-15 for an impact player.
They've just lost wickets at the wrong time as well. 43 with the first, 51 with the second, and just when things were kicking on, 89 for the third. So 1 ball shy of 11 overs when the third one went down.
Rakeem Cornwall. He got excited here as well. It was an afterthought for Rakeem to turn towards the umpire and appeal. He thought the appeal from the keeper would do the trick itself. That was a very good collector, with the batter trying to obscure as well as he plays the shot.
I want to show one more thing about that last replay if we get an opportunity.
I think it's a superb ploy to bring Wig right now. They have stolen the second run. Really good work between Aaron and Mukhtar. Good calling, great running.
What I want you to have a look for here is to see if the ball is spinning any further as it goes past, any faster as it goes past the glove. Let's have a look. Does it quicken up with the spin department as it goes past the glove? I reckon it does. I reckon it suddenly goes a little bit quicker as it goes past the glove. I reckon there's glove on that. It's taken me 3 looks at it, but I reckon I've spotted that it has been nicked off the glove.
Nice delivery once again. Stevens decided to go pace off. Is he stealing the second? He's got to stay with a single this time. The fielder was shrewd enough to look at both ends and figure out which would present a better opportunity for a run out. Aaron Jones yet to get that one big shot away. Look at him play with soft hands. Mukhtar is always ready for the second. But he realized only a single was there to be taken. The second one would have been a hallucination. Stephen Wig has delivered 3 balls so far in the over. All of them have been slower than what he usually can bowl. 154 if they go at the current rate of 7.6 with a little crescendo at the end. They're like 160, which House was mentioning to Mike.
And that's why he's bowling slower now, because this ball is no longer new. It's got a little bit softer. The track is on the slow side, so change the pace down. Again, clever bowling. Make the batsman try and do all the work. Don't use the pace at all of the ball. That's good work from Wigg.
Stephen Wigg, excellent in the beginning today. Getting rid of Noman Anwar. Hitting his back leg. Putting in the appeal. And the finger that matter rose eventually. Noman departed for just 11. And that was a crucial moment in the game. Because if you have two men attacking like Andres House was from one end, could have been a different story. Very good delivery from Stephen Wigg. Just 4 runs with the ball to go. Can he close it out well now? That would vindicate the decision to bowl Wigg at this stage and bowl him out as well. Usually the captains keep at least an over of Wigg for the death. But the captain says, let's not pretend to damage control, let's pick up wickets. Again with soft hands. Only one of them is running the second. It's a direct hit as well. Could be tricky.
Yeah, that's got to go upstairs, this one. Didn't have enough time to scramble back. I think he almost ran 1.5 and then had to turn back. His partner was a little bit late in telling him to go back. This is going to be reasonably tight, I think. There's no elation actually from the Phillies right now, which is an indication that perhaps he did get back. Captain's just walking towards the stumps. He's not too bothered. Let's have a look. Eased onto the onside, so looking for an action replay. A couple of times we saw the 2, then we saw another performance where they tried to try and get another 2. He's pretty quick. Yeah, it's a good turn. Really nice turn. That's when you've got to wear those spikes so that you can dig in and make sure you get back and find your ground.
I don't think Calvin collected it either. And hence it's not out. He's made it 2. 13 overs gone, 98 for 3.
Striker, right arm over. Let's go again, guys. Let's go again.
If the Titans are dreaming of 160 plus, they need to go 9 and over from here on. They'll be extremely pleased if they get over 165. House mentioned with a little change that the wicket is showing as well, 160 is par. Justin Dill. How many bowlers off late on this track we've seen just ambling up, conjuring up a delivery and then bowling. Kesrick Williams is one of them. Now Justin. Just that return of Aaron Jones, not just to the side, but back to the non-striker's end as well. Did Calvin Savage really collect the ball cleanly? This angle will tell us. Did it pop out and still hit the stumps? Oh yes, he's all right. That he did, but still that was made. Oh, direct hit. He still would have made it. Because as far as the bowler is concerned, in his follow-through, there were a lot of obstructions that he had to go through.
Dill's first over was a top over. He's got to double up here. He's a very good bowler, Dill. There's another look at that run out safely behind, so it doesn't really matter. Ball onto the stumps. Had it been short, it would have been given. But he was in by about 2 feet. He's a good thinker, Dill. He's working hard now. He knows exactly where he wants his fielders. At one stage, Rakeem wanted the man at deep square a little bit straighter. He said, no, keep him right there.
No pace for Mukhtar. By the time Komel Correa's the throw, 2 runs easily taken by Mukhtar. Remember, he played down on one knee, so he had to recover from that and start running.
That was good evidence as to why he wanted him staying in that same spot at deep square, because had he gone straight to where the captain wanted him, that would have gone for 4.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a miss-hit, but he still had enough time to scurry around. 100 on the board now.
Oh, so far the over was under control. Mukhtar's found the gap this time around. The extra bounce is being used against Justin.
That's a really good shot. Good controlled shot. 2 boundaries. Correction, 1 boundary and 2 sixes. 37 off 25. This is a really valuable knock. Unhurried. Still working it in that area. He knew there was no one down there. Had to find that gap between a couple of blokes. And he did quite comfortably.
He makes it look simpler. No pace from Till once again. Sweeper ensures it's only a single. 8 runs of the over already. And Trevon Griffith is warming up. Would he be in next, the left-hander, or would it be Dilpreet Bajwa, who's got a game today? Again, a solid opener usually. Now has to bat middle order. He can tonk the ball a long, long way. Trevon Griffith is one of the best fielders too. Watch him go on the field. How many openers do they have? The Titans. Not running the first one hard, but later on increasing the intensity would still give them 1. 14 overs gone. 107 for 3. Earlier in the day, the Cowboys picked up their first win in the competition by 5 wickets. GLS method. Phillies United versus NJ Titans is the one that we're having on our hand. 107 for 3, the Titans in 14 overs. And then the Eagles will square off against each other. The Carolina Eagles versus the California Golden Eagles up next.
Beauty this one. High class bowling. Titans got a very good bowling lineup as well. You've got to remember that. Phillies United are doing a pretty tidy job right now.
Enough or no, just enough. Aaron took the risk, reaps the rewards. Calvin Savage now has conceded a 6 first ball.
That is enormously valuable. That means this can be a big over. That's what they need at this stage. Over number 15. Real chance to step on this and take a bit of a game break. 6 off the first ball. Been on the expensive side today.
The idea seems to be to take the pace off. Now we're seeing very ubiquitous slower deliveries. And that also goes without saying that the running between the wickets will have to improve with the little gentle touches and the tap and run coming into play. Being ever ready for the second run. One thing is to take the second run, Mikey. Quite another to sense an opportunity earlier. How do the coaches tell you to sense an opportunity? Do they teach you? Chopped it on. Leg stumps a thing of past. As simple as that. Mukhtar going for a cut shot, not bouncing as much as he expected it to. The under edge has done him in here. It's a very important breakthrough.
Yeah, good coming back from Calvin. Look at the energy on the ball. Off cutter, came back a fraction, slow. Too tight to try and play that shot after it bounced. Almost like a quick off spin on this surface. Tucked him up beautifully. Bottom edge, bang. Onto the base of that leg stump. Singh Bowers light up along with the stumps. So it's the end of a very good knock from Mukhtar. 38 off 27. Strike rate of 141. 114 for 4.
114 for 4. Underage once again, but this time to Griffith. Rakeem's after it. 2 runs taken easily. He waited for the ball to stop. I'll tell you what, he covers up and creates impact elsewhere. The captain. This was close to getting out as well, the underage. And this is out. This is Mukhtar's wicket. Savage does something brilliant with his wrists.
Mukhtar will be annoyed with this because he had a real chance to be there at the end. Steer this ship, get themselves to a good total because he was playing really nicely.
I think the lack of pace also meant lack of bounce. And hence that underage landed onto the stumps. Mukhtar got a similar delivery last time as well, but that one missed the leg stump. Ran out of luck. He's running the first one hard, but will only get a single. Good over for Calvin, a wicket there. 118 for 4.
Let's go again, guys. Let's go again. Put your right arm over to. Right arm over.
It's a really multifaceted bowling lineup. Possibly one of the strongest in the tournament, especially on these surfaces. Just the 2 spin options have been enough. Here's Rakeem Cornwall.
Right ball.
Hello to Andrew Leonard again.
Well, good afternoon, Nikhil. Good afternoon, everyone. Great to see Aaron Jones get into action. Trevon Griffith alongside him, both very quick between the wickets, looking for 2 there. A few words exchanged between Jones and Cornwall. This contest is building up, boiling up beautifully, isn't it? 60, maybe 170 at best. You can see the projected scores at the bottom of your screen there. They continue as to how they're going. It'll be 160 to win or so. 11, 12 and over, up to 175 maybe.
And Cornwall will be proud of his team. The way that I think they've gone in the last 5 overs coming into this phase now. Only the 37 runs conceded, and they were able to frustrate guys like Mota Ahmed and just try up the boundaries. No chance. That was a chance. He was in off that 30-yard circle. I think it's Calvin Savage at that mid-wicket position.
Well, some innovation from the man from Guyana. Gone for the full sort of reverse sweep. It's come off the Q end of the bat. Don't think that Justin Dill could have anticipated that at all. Almost like a shot in the mirror. Griffith wants a second. Jones says no. 32 years of age now, Griffith. Regular in some franchise gigs around the world. I was with him in Nepal in January. Pretty good record there, actually. Scored a lot of runs at the top of the order, but he's asked to play a different role for the Titans in the middle.
Yeah, and just to finish my point, in terms of the 10 to 15 over block, just 2 boundaries conceded there, and they obviously got that crucial wicket of Mota Ahmed. And many would have thought Cornwall would have continued with Sunny Patel, but he's continuously mixed it up, and he's had reliable options he can go to. So on one day when you're planning for maybe Calvin Savage at the back end and Justin Dill, they've already bowled 5. You could get Rakeem Cornwall and Patel. End of the over, 1-2-4 for 4.
Haven't quite seen the same acceleration since the power play. Gauss being dismissed for 38 off 22, the tournament's leading run scorer. Since then, it's been consistent but not extravagant movement of the run rate. It's continued to hover just under 8 runs per over. Jones has added power to his game significantly compared to the man who first played for the United States. The vice captain's favourite areas there in your screen, over long on and sort of a deep mid-wicket too. Probably about 35 yards between those two fielders, maybe somewhere where he's trying to target. Beautiful scene as the sun starts to creep ever closer towards the horizon, just after 4 p.m. local time. Game 2 of the 3 that we will have today. I think after a bit of confusion, we may now have an impact player. Looks like Stephen Vigg will depart, having bowled his 4 overs. Not sure who's coming on for him. Let's see if we can get a look. So Rizwan will come in for Stephen Wigg. Wigg is, and his work for the day, well, it's done, isn't it? 4 overs, 1 for 22. Well bowled to the left armour. Rizwan in, but not with the ball yet. We'll see him with the bat later.
Yeah, and remember, the Titans posted the highest total of the tournament last night, 209. And just, I think, to put into context how well Phillies United have bowled, they struck 26 boundaries last night. Today it's only been 12, and obviously getting that wicket of Gauss early was critical. But Aaron Jones is 18 from 18, needs to find the boundary now. Could that be the start? Think he's got enough on it? Yes, he has.
These are the shots that weren't in Jones's locker as recently as maybe 3 or 4 years ago. He's found a way from what looks like a pretty simple base just to get it into that favoured. It's sort of an arc, isn't it? From that deep mid-wicket all the way around to wide long on. That's where he favours. Short in stature, not too dissimilar actually to Gajanan Singh's style that we saw last night. He knew that was 6 from the moment he hit it. It's low into his base and helps it over the rope. Important 6, up to 130 now, the Titans.
I think better plan from Savage. Yeah, had a walk out there actually, and it's quite interesting the way the wind is going. Seems to be like a swirling wind. At times it's coming from that west, but at times it's actually coming from the north. So it'd be to the back of Jones and hitting down the ground would be with the wind. Really well bowled Yorker, but even better stroke. Somehow that's got to the boundary.
This is brilliant cricket all round. Savage has nailed the block hole. Jones has read it and managed to squeeze it away, almost hitting down onto the ball like he's chopping some wood. Look at this for technical brilliance from Aaron Jones. Finds that gap, gets it behind square past Dominic Ricky. Everyone's done everything just right there. Good chase too from Ricky, but he can't cut it off. 10 from 4 balls.
These two West Indians have got an excellent understanding. Come back for the 2 straight away. Head coach Merlin Cornwall there, centre of screen. He'll be happy, even if he can keep them to that 162. I think with Cornwall and Saad Ali both in really good touch, they'll bat themselves on a surface that continues to get better. Will just be the single to end the over. 13 from it. Business end of the innings. 137 for 4.
Let's go, guys. Let's go, batters. Let's go.
Good little partnership this for the 5th wicket. As we see some of the beautiful sights around the city of Lauderhill. We're here at the Broward County Stadium. So excited to see the developments, Nikhil. You can see all those sort of grey areas to the left of the pitch that give you the sense as to where this ground is going to develop to for that T20 World Cup next year. And the water park in behind. Always worth a visit on the weekend too. And the weather's a bit better, but the sun is out, which is good to see given the rain we had this morning that delayed the start of the first game by 30 minutes. Cornwall will bowl his 4th and final over as Aaron Jones tries to get some late innings momentum for the Titans. Fielder's going everywhere. He's stuck with a similar field. 2 in the deep on the off, 3 on the leg.
They're trying to go wide. Quite predictably has that option as well, Cornwall, but mainly will probably go straight and into the pitch. 3 deep on the leg side. Goal goes wide again. Some bluffery happening here.
I think the reason for this is twofold. One, it's a slightly shorter boundary now to the leg side today with the move of pitches. But Jones gets it there anyway. And the second reason is because it's Jones' favourite stroke. He likes the slog sweep. He's dragged it from a long way outside the off stump and got enough of it against the win for 6.
They're hitting with the spin. Did Griffin the surface. And that one even wider and it goes past the keeper. This is becoming a disastrous end to this innings for the Phillies United.
Well, we bowled 1 legal delivery in this over and 13 runs have already come from it. 7 wides because of the 5 wides now. This is good from Aaron Jones. I know he's not hit this one, but it's the threat of his leg side power that is causing Rakeem Cornwall to try and hide the ball away outside the off stump. Maybe an over too many for the skipper.
Yesterday his 4th over went for 18. Here again he's been expensive after 3 really good overs. It's not like he doesn't have options. Sunny Patel's only bowled 2. I think maybe the leg spin going away from the 2 right-handers. And Batty's been expensive. Justin Dill has 2 as well. We'll see him possibly for the next and the 20th.
Yeah, much happier bowling to the left-hander, isn't he? Cornwall there. 2 balls. I think if Jones is going to put the team first here, he should look for 2 maximums. Try and find a way to manufacture it to that shorter leg side. There is Sunny Patel. Surprised not to see him bowl. Maybe because of the left-hander at the crease. What can Jones do?
And he has options with this field. Sometimes he can be straight like this. We saw him try to go wide earlier, but it was much quicker than the other deliveries in the over. That is inside the wide line. Jones can't believe it. Still a big over though. 152 for 4. Yeah, top of the table clash this, the United up against the Titans. Carolina Eagles and Golden Eagles, mid-table clash coming to you later today. But 2 important overs to come. Justin Dill's going to come into the attack. Both two really good overs, using the pitch well, taking pace off. Raheem Cornwall's gone off. He struggled with that left knee, and he's going to be very important with bat in hand. It's been interesting the way they've calculated this, because Dill, who's been, I think, the pick of the bowlers today, now will only be able to bowl 3 out of his 4 overs, because they've bat Savage for his 4, Wake for 4, Adil Bhatti is bowled 2 for 27 runs. So maybe that something in hindsight they can look back on. 12 balls, how many can the Titans get? He's picked that up and has got some assistance with the wind as well. This is powerful from the Titans.
Well, that's right where you don't want to bowl at the death. It's into the slot. Okay, it is angling across him, but Griffith holds his shape beautifully. Look at that. He's not a big man. He's very fit, very athletic. Trevon Griffith does create good power down the ground. Big start to the 19th.
This time goes back to that length that worked well for him earlier, Dill. Shorter. Now right-hander in Jones on strike. What's the field look like? Still looks to be 3 deep on the leg side. Wicket, square leg. Actually, no, cow corner. Long on, long off, deep cover. That's straight, and straight enough. What a finish this is from Jones and the Titans.
This is his arc, isn't it? All the way from a straight long on round to a deep mid-wicket. We've seen him hit 1-6, much squarer, this time much straighter. Really good batting from Aaron Jones. I think he's improved so much in the shortest format. He really has. He's added this power again into the slot. He missed the block hole, and a scream of frustration, desperation from Dill. Jones and the Titans on a charge.
This is well placed. And remember, Aaron Jones has been in the team for the first 3 games, never batted. It was a slow start today, but he's showing you the value of time at the crease on a surface like this. Got to start, got himself in. A set batter going into the last 5 continues to be critical. He's 4 away from a half century.
I really like the way he's approached this innings. He often does this. Sometimes criticisms of Jones are that he starts slowly. I like the way he can accelerate now. Very, very good ODI player with a good 50-over record. His T20 numbers are getting better and better. It's been a surprise to me. We haven't really seen him with the bat until now. This Titans squad is so stock full of talent. For me, well, I really fancy their chances of getting that grand final on Tuesday.
At one stage we thought maybe 160 would be difficult. Now 180's on. Jones could be short here. It's good work in the deep. I think it's Dominic Rickey on that leg side boundary. We'll have a look, but I think he knows.
I think he's gone. Jones was desperate to get back for 2 to get back on strike. The problem is, firstly, it was the shorter side of the ground. Secondly, it's Dominic Rickey, who's so quick. He's a good fielder. He's picked up cleanly. The throw is flat and just where Dill would have wanted it. I think he's gone for all money here. Yes, he is. Bails are up in the air, and Jones is caught short. Maybe could have got the dive out, but he'll get the news in a moment. He gets a hug from Griffith out in the middle, and Aaron Jones will have to take the walk back. Excellent fielding has caught him short for a very well played 47. And Titans have 1 over left. It's 169 for 5. Just 1 over remains. 6 balls left, and it'll be Ahmed Mohsin. The bat, he'll be on strike because it was Jones' run out at the non-striker's end. Pretty good result. 170's up, 5 balls left to work with. This was good fielding, wasn't it, Nikhil, from Dominic Ricky?
Yeah, crucial dismissal of Jones. You can see the thinking. They're trying to steal every run possible here, and these two have ran well between the wickets. Knew he was going to the danger end. There wasn't really any hesitation, just good fielding.
I just thought he was a bit slow on the turn, wasn't he? He's quick between the wickets.
It's gone high, but it is into that wind, and it doesn't get enough legs on it. Ricky again, busy in the field.
Get your best fielders into the key positions, and that's exactly what the Phillies United have done. Nice little flourish from Griffith with the bat, but after one monstrous 6 through that exact region, this time a little bit of extra bounce has contributed to the downfall of the left-hander. Good catch from Ricky. That means that Griffith's gone for 15. Nicely held by Ricky. Good technique. Griffith gone for 15. 170 for 6.
And this has been a good start from Adil Bhatti, but the fact that he has gone for 28 runs in just 15 deliveries now, and someone like Justin Dill, who just fielded that ball, it's only ended up bowling 3 overs. That will be something on reflection. I think it was a slight miscalculation. Obviously, Kwame wanted to get in his 4. Use of the pitch seems to be the way forward, though. And it's into that strong wind coming from the north. But good start from Bhatti. 3 balls, just 2 runs on the wicket. Can he finish similarly? Should be another one. Is another one. 3 wickets now in the last 5 deliveries. This is good from the Phillies United team.
It's been a really topsy-turvy final 5 overs. Runs, wickets, swings and momentum. Definitely that momentum will be taken in by Phillies United thanks to these late wickets. Just skews off that outside edge. And again, the catching's been good in the deep. This time it's Arik Sheikh Gamel who takes the catch. So another one falls. Mohsin, he's gone. It's 171 for 6.
Harmeet Singh, the captain, and straight away is able to find the boundary. That is very important. Could be crucial in the grand complexion of this game.
Well, his batting is more than a touch underrated. We've actually seen him open the batting quite a bit. That was over in the Nepal T20 at the start of this year. Hidden away all the way down at number 9. It was 171 for 7 before that. So 1 delivery left. Harmeet Singh will face it. What can they get to?
This could be a very important last over. There will be a run out. There will be 3 wickets in the final over, and it crucially and more importantly is only gone for 7 runs after what was carnage in the 3 overs preceding it. So 175, we could have a really interesting run chase on here.
Well, I'm not sure why they didn't try to go for the second. Harmeet Singh probably would have been run out anyway, but you've nothing to lose. It's Dominic Ricky again with the throw. He's been involved in 3 dismissals, and the captain will sprint off after what was a dramatic first innings. He won't be run out. It'll be his partner Dilpreet, who is Ricky, outstanding again, quick to the ball, clean pickup. The throw executed perfectly over the top, and Harmeet Singh wanted to make sure that he had the knot next to his name, as it will be Dilpreet who's run out for 1 to round out the innings at 176 for 8. They will get 1 of those runs, so Harmeet Singh finishes with 5 not out. 3 good contributions. Gauss probably the pick of them with 38 off 22. Mukhtar pretty good as well with 38 off 27. But Aaron Jones, great to see him in the United States of America, the national team vice captain, into batting action for the first time in this tournament with 47 off 31. A good contribution too. Just like we saw, 3 good innings, 3 good partnerships of real note as well. The opening one, but particularly that 55-run effort from Aaron Jones and Trevon Griffith, if anything, as the New Jersey Titans just by a fraction on top at the halfway stage of this match 17.
Yeah, the bowling, I wonder if there was just a slight miscalculation. Justin Dill didn't finish his quarter. Adil Bhatti bowled at 20th. He was expensive, but picked up 2 wickets in the end. Sunny Patel was great. 1 for 14 in his 2. Cornwall, the captain, didn't pick up a wicket. Went at just about 7.5 though. Should be a cracking run chase given what we've seen from these 2 teams. It's the top of the table clash. The Phillies United will need 177 when we return. Beautiful day for action. This is a really enticing matchup. The Phillies United taking on the New Jersey Titans. 2 teams placed at the top of the table in this year's United States Premier League. Live from the Broward County Stadium in Florida. Look at the highlights. Andres Gauss, as usual, got off to a flyer. Mike Hazeman.
Yeah, he played some very nice shots. Very good off the bowling straight away, and some of these strokes he played were terrific, but Wigg got into the game quite early. Round the wicket, got a bit of swing, a little bit perhaps fortunate. Might have been just clipping that leg stump though. But House didn't last too much longer, hit one up in the air, and this was a really important catch. He went for 38 off 22, 6 fours in that 38, so he was playing very nicely. Some strong blows coming at this stage. So this was a really good performance until Sonny picked up an important wicket. Might have been a bit of a top spin on that one. I reckon that was out. I reckon that was off the glove, caught behind. Rakeem thought it was out as well, as did the keeper. But runs were coming, and this was an important time. They were going at 10 and over for a lot of the innings, but that was a chop on. But certainly slowed down things a little bit. They needed to step on the gas as best they could. Calvin Savage got some tap. Rakeem got some tap as well. His numbers, by the way, none for 31. He normally gets into the wickets when he first gets the ball in his hand, but not today. And a total in the end was really good. Now it was Jones who played superbly. 47 off 31 deliveries, and just a couple of lusty blows towards the end. These were all important wickets. 176 for 8 is a good total. Andres House said that 160 he thought, because the track was on the slow side, was going to be a good total when I was chatting to him earlier. But 177 to win is what Phillies United do need. This is a really important clash, a big clash this one. And we've got to remember also that the Phillies side are going to be up against what I think is the strongest bowling lineup in the Titans. a bit of an opportunity for the ground staff to get things organised. The roller used as well. As we check out the points table, Phillies United at the moment are top. Played 4-1-2, playing their important game against the Titans now. Mavericks not in action today. They're sitting watching this game. Carolina Eagles, double Eagles 4 and 5, and the Cowboys got off the bottom with their victory earlier today, so they were pleased with those 2 points because it was really important for them to get 2 points to stay in the hunt. So this is a good lineup. Harmeet Singh is having a chat to his troops right now. They'll be looking to strike early. That's the name of their game. They're potent. They've got their bases covered. Travolka's in that lineup today as well at the start, rather than just being used as a sub. So they've got good variety in their bowling too. There's Javon Griffith now just adding his words. Also, we've got plenty of blue sky. That's good news. It's been quite breezy most of the day. Had patches of sunshine. See some shadows on the turf. And let's hope that's going to continue for the rest of this innings. And then, of course, we'll get ready for the final game, which is going to be under lights. And then we'll be getting 3 games in today, as we did yesterday. So that's going to be a couple of solid days under our belt. And we'll be looking forward to another solid day again tomorrow before the semis start and then the final day after. Here we go. Here come the batsman, the opening batsman for the Phillies.
It's a huge setback already for them. There's no Raheem Cornwall. Who went off the field after he bowled his 4 overs, clutching that knee. So we wonder how significant that is, or could it also be a case of the time spent off the field? May have to spend a certain allocation of minutes off the field before he can actually come out to bat, because he would have missed, I think it was 4 overs when they bowled. There he is with pads on, so that's important. But you can see there he's just walking gingerly. He's had difficulties with that left knee. But I think it's mainly a case of having to spend time off the field. Dominic Ricky has gotten 2 double-figure scores in the tournament. Hasn't really been able to get going just yet. Right-hander from New York. Has played for the USA internationally. New opening partner for him, Rizwan, who was the impact player for the Phillies United, Rizwan Mazar.
Need a good start chasing this total. Need a very good start, particularly without Raheem out there right at the very beginning against Zio Huck. Economy rate's a little bit higher than what he would like, but I guess not too bad for the T20 game. 3 wickets, best of 2 for 10. Again, a left arm seamer. They certainly can be extremely beneficial with that new ball. We all know that by now. So many of the international sides seek out those left arm seamers.
Impact players signal made. Travolka in.
And a slip in position also.
Immediately some movement into that right-hander. Can he start the ball a bit wider?
Yeah, he's got to get that line right when the ball is going to be swinging first up. Make sure he gets that line right at the start of this innings to apply a little bit of pressure. Start it just outside the line of off stump and try and get it back in between the gate. That's what you're going to try and do when the batsmen are unsettled, if you like, when they've just arrived.
This one just holds its line.
Looking to overcompensate, I think. Trying to just put it out there a little bit wider now, out of the wrist. Pushed. So that was. Got to get that wrist behind the ball to swing it back in to the right-hander.
And they would reflect on that batting innings, the Titans. And at one stage, we all thought, even Hernandez goes in that interview with you, might say 160. The fact that they've got that 176, almost 180, you just wonder how much added pressure that puts on the shoulders of Cornwall and Saad Ali, who have done the majority of the run scoring for the Phillies United team.
A good chunk, I would suggest, a good chunk.
It's miscued. Could be the first. Is the first. A dream start for the Titans.
Norman takes the catch. Had plenty of time to scoot back and settle underneath that. Zero Huck is struck. Lost control of it. Bat coming out of the hand. That's why it went so high in the air. Threw that shot nice and early. Good stuff from Zero Huck. Didn't have to backpedal too much. Was always in a good position to snaffle that. So a quick blow as Ricky, who's been in pretty good nick of late, starts the trudge back to the dugout. 1 for 1, the Phillies.
Yes, Saad Ali, the left-hander from Pakistan, he's had a brilliant tournament. 69 in the first game, unbeaten 33 yesterday to win them the game, chasing. Well, here they are again in a much different situation. Pressure's on.
Before this game today was number 4 on the best run scoring list. Have a look at the wicket. Ricky just getting through that shot too early. He knew he was in trouble straight away as it went high in the air. And Norman just pouching that very, very comfortably indeed. So Zeel Huck was delighted, I'm sure, with an early strike. Didn't quite get the radar right at the start. First couple of balls.
Yeah, the benefit Saad Ali's had in the tournament is that he's come when a platform has been laid. The 2 games that the Phillies United team have played in, they've had 2 excellent starts. Today, though, a big setback. Dominic Ricky's second time he's been caught at that mid-on position. It's on this slower surface. But 60 for 1 and 60 for 2 have been their 2 power play scores. And Ali's come to the crease in the middle overs after they've been going at 10 and over. This is a new situation. It's been lifted into the leg side all the way for 6. What a way to get going.
That's a terrific shot, really is. First over gone, 7 for 1.
Yeah, if you're wondering, Raheem Cornwall spent time off the field, so has to spend 11 minutes before he can re-enter as a batter. Significant because he's destroyed the power plays in this tournament. Not out there just yet. 4:45, that's in 6 minutes time. Now Saurabh Netravalkar, who is the impact player, has bowled well in this tournament. He's picked up 2 wickets in every game so far.
It's a really good start. He's such a consistent performer, Netravalkar. Bang on the money first up, not allowing the batsman any width. Line was good, around about 5 or 6 stump. Not allowing the batsman to use his arms, not allowing him to do anything clever. Treating him with respect, as he should do, with the wickets he's picked up so far. And again, a couple of very good deliveries first up. Just going to go back to the last ball of the first boundary. This is a terrific shot. Just a little bit short, effortlessly, just wept onto that leg side. Fairly flat as well. Nicely played, really good stuff out of the middle of the bat after what was a very tight over. And a successful one as well.
Not the area he would have intended on, but nonetheless the desired result.
Nothing wrong with the ball. Just wonder. That's when maybe realised they need to try and do something a little bit different, try and get after him a bit. He didn't mean to go there, as Nick Hill was saying. Wanted to go a lot straighter than that. It ran away pretty quickly anyway. That slip in position, it's pretty much an ideal delivery.
All 3 balls of this over have come back into Rizwan Mazhar. Does have the ability to just bring that slip into play and allow the ball to hold its line. In again, where is it hit? Netravalkar was so confident. Quite the opposite for the umpire though.
I also wonder where it pitched. Umpire said it was too high. House perhaps not agreeing with that totally. Might have pitched just in line with that leg stump, just.
On the track. Oh, big confusion. Saad Ali gets home in the end. This wicket is going to be very important.
One of the really important things for the Phillies United team in this tournament so far has been the presence of Raheem Cornwall. The way that he's been out there and he's steadied the ship. There hasn't been any of these sort of scampering between the wickets, because he just deals in boundaries pretty much and just trots through for the long singles if they're there. So that's been a non-existent scenario right at the top, and Raheem has played beautifully, particularly in the last game that he played. He's on the sidelines at the moment and can't bat for another minute. We're hoping, of course, that his team doesn't lose another wicket for a long time.
Yeah, Saad Ali wanted the strike in the next over, realizing the need to capitalize in the power play. 13 for 1. Phillies United won the toss to bowl. Weather's been really good for this second game. We started the day in some overcast conditions. We need to get a move on because the asking rate is creeping up. It's now above 9. And you need to maximize, as we've seen on this surface, in the first 6 overs. Beautiful.
A little bit of movement away from the left-hander. And a couple of stares as well. Why not? A little bit of aggression out in the middle. It's a good total posted. 176, 177 to win. That just left him a fraction.
And I know Raheem Cornwall, with all of his destruction, is still to come. For me, though, Mike, Saad Ali holds the key in this innings. He's been very good in the middle, where he's batted in this tournament. But when I look at the bowling lineup of the Titans, Harmeet Singh left arm spin, Mohamed Mohsin leg spin. Those 2 spin options could play a huge part today. So his presence, Saad Ali that is, as a left-hander, for me, critical that he gets out of this power play and bats deep. It's a tough one because he needs to also try and score, and to do that in this power play you need to take risks.
And when the captain's been there previously, that run rate has never been an issue at the start of the innings, because that broad bat of his with not too much foot movement has been working as a unit very well, as a big unit, extremely effectively.
In front of square, majestic from Ali.
Geez, picked that up so quickly. He liked that shot too. He had a bit of a glance back at the bowler who had already turned his back. It was a beautiful shot. The fact that he played it so far in front of square means he picked up that length so early. It's a great shot, really is. I think it hit the grass just before the advertising triangle, hence bouncing up high in the air. Let's have a look. This is what's been looked at by the TV umpire. Was the connection with the grass first? Again, it's a difficult one. Well, it hit the cushion on the fall. Cushion on the fall at 6. Grass first, and then on the cushion it's 4 runs. Yeah, I think, yeah, 4 runs.
You spotted that with your eyes, Mike. You've got very good eyes.
Assisted.
It's really been a good touch. You'll get an extra run here with the misfield, but you can just hear, and it's the luxury of having the effects mics. Every time he's making contact, Saad Ali, sound just impeccable.
He's got to 13 pretty quickly. Played some strong shots, powerful shots, particularly the ball before the last. That was terrific.
Getting straight to the man this time, though. 19 for 1.
First game of this edition of the USPL. He played really nicely in the first match. That's Nitish Kumar, actually. We're just giving a quick look at his performance. But Saad Ali got 69 in the first game, and he played some terrific shots in that 69. It was really impressive, which made us all take note right at the start of this tournament.
Now, usually Saurabh Netravalkar, who's bowling pretty much two in the power play with the new ball. It's going to be a change in bowling. They're playing the extra seamer today. I think it's Harish Kakani. How does this now impact Cornwall when he does come to the crease? Let's say it's outside of the power play. Remember, the running between the wickets hasn't been the easiest for him given the injury and other limitations. So it's much tougher to find boundaries consistently with 5 fielders deep.
Yeah, we're going to have to see how he goes about things. I don't think he's going to change his game too much when he does eventually arrive, but there's no doubt when there's only 2 outside, it's much easier for him to have a bit of a dip at the top and trust his instincts and hit the ball hard and long and get the benefits of those big shots that he plays. But yeah, that's one of the names of the game. When there's more guys outside the power play, more guys in the outside circle, more protection for the bowlers, is that the running between the wickets has got to be spot on, and that might just hamper the team overall. He is a massive bonus right at the top when he's batting, but with that knee problem he has got, we'll have to watch closely. I'm sure he's not going to be looking to run too much, that's for certain.
Just tugged it into that onside. Really had to drag it from wide, but the positive for them, the Phillies United team, is that Saad Ali's got yet another start.
The position he's got now, Saad Ali right at the top, he's going to have to kick on. He can't afford to do anything too risky. He's got to make sure he bats really deep here. He might have to make sure that he's the bloke who steers this as long as he possibly can. He's naturally an aggressive player. He'll play the odd big shot. If he gets anything that he recognises, he'll put away quite comfortably. He's very talented. Bit of a miss hit that time.
And with his presence, and especially on this surface, you think maybe having an off-spin option that can go away from him could be effective. Last night, Noman Anwar, who doesn't really bowl, was the one that bowled off spin. I don't know if you risk that against a man in that form. I wonder if that could be the only deficiency in this very strong bowling lineup. Just short of mid-on. It's been a struggle for Rizwan Mazhar. He's tried it a couple of times to go down the ground. 23 for 1.
Carney's last over, the first over he bowled, was very good, just went for 3, so that's going to add a little bit of pressure for Saad Ali. But if he just looks back at how he played the first game, where he got a really fluent 69, 32 balls it was, played some lovely shots. The love driving through that offside. Anything short, pulling away on that leg side quite comfortably. It really was a very, very good knock. Letting everyone know straight away. And when you get runs right at the start of a tournament, you've got to make sure you can carry that form as well. He'll be very keen to kick on today, that's for sure. Being given the extra responsibility.
A change of ends for Natravalkar. We saw Zia ul Haq ball left arm seam from this media center end. Now we'll see Saurabh Natravalkar. There is deep backward square, but has no chance. What a start this has been from Saad Ali.
Yeah, good connection. Looking to get after the bowling again. First over back. Trying to attack him straight away. Heaving that onto the onside was a little bit too straight. Yeah, that was the problem for him, and he's very strong in that region. That's a really good shot. Just the one bounce and over that rope. Very talented cricketer, this man.
Long on and backward square, the 2 fielders deep on the leg side. So Saad Ali's backing himself to go into that gap. Pretty much dead mid-wicket region. Or he can do that in the offside.
Let's have a look at where we are on the tally we looked at a little bit earlier. Most runs, number 3 now, 126. It's moved up, equal with Mukhtar, also on 126. Andres Hachs, 203, and Gurjanath Singh, 187. Both magnificent hundreds last night. That highest strike rate for Saad Ali at 166 has pushed him above Mukhtar.
Just into the boundary, or is it? It's been a tough one. I think it's possibly 4. They've only ran 2.
They're going to do a check on this. I think the fielder would certainly know if it was 4. This is the situation right there where I think the fielder should give the signal if it is. He hasn't signaled, so presumably it's okay. It was a very good dive initially. He just tapped it on a little bit, was desperately trying to stop it again, but then he realized it wasn't going to go all the way. Then he tried to pick it up, but he missed the handle. He kicked it on. Kicked it on. He looked up, kicked it onto the rope. Didn't see himself kick it on the rope though. But there's no doubt when he looked up, thought he had the ball in his hand, but he didn't. That's when his foot made contact with the ball and it went onto the rope. Up you get. That's it. Keep going. And don't kick it this time. Don't kick it. Kicked it again.
So boundary given, 9 from the first 3. Remember, Natravalkar had success against Mazhar in that first OV ball with the ball coming back in. He's now changed the angle from over to around the wicket to the right-hander. It's been picked up and deposited into that leg side. Much better from the Phillies United.
Gee, this could be a very good over, this one. Boundary off the first, single off the second, boundary assisted by the fielder off the third. And now with that shot, he realized exactly where the fielders weren't. Picked it up superbly in the gap. Really good connection. And that disappeared for another 4. So they've got a real opportunity with 2 balls left to turn this into something huge. 13 offered at this stage. Really nice shot.
This move to change ends for Natravalkar hasn't quite worked. When does Harmeet Singh, the captain, go to some spin? He's usually backed himself in the power play, even against the left-hander, because of that arm ball. Can maybe come from the far end and use the wind to get a bit of drift on the ball.
14 off 5. 1 ball left in the 5th over. Going on nice at the moment. The current run rate at 7.7. That's where it stays. 5 overs gone, 37 for 1.
Phillies United need 90 deliveries. The good news for them is that Rizwan striking it well. So is Saad. Titans are the worm in light blue. The dark blues getting there. Still a long way to go, but getting there. Good comeback after losing an early wicket. Ooh, well. Harish Kakani's this delivery asked a lot of questions. With an arm so taped up, he's all set to bowl. Welcome to the com box, Andrew. What a delivery, cut him in half.
Yeah, very good afternoon to you, Sue. That's nice to be back with you. Look at that. Just a bit skiddy, wasn't it? Kept a little bit low. Gauss does really well to avoid 4 byes, and he stares back at the stumps, wondering how did it not flick the bails.
Oh, that was struck hard. And that's an excellent reply by Rizwan, who doesn't want to let Harish get settled.
Well, these are 2 heavyweight sides right now going blow for blow, aren't they? 2 sides on top of the table. We think in reality, from what we've seen so far, the best 2 teams in the competition. A lot of cricket to be played yet, and all 7 of the teams at the USPL 2023 very much in the mix. We'll see them come into action. Garanchu Sharma's enjoying the action, isn't he? The Carolina Eagles later.
Was supposed to be a slower one. Very well done by Trevon Griffith. We've discussed so many times, you put him anywhere in the field, he's absolutely electric. Harish Kakani has had a mixed bag of an over so far. One delivery that asked all sorts of questions that the batter did not have an answer to. The next delivery dancing down the track. Rizwan sends it for 4. Now the slower delivery easily picked, but Trevon Griffith ensured it's only a single. I thought there was more on it. The Eagles are seated on their nest. It's going to be an all-eagle clash. The Eagles have landed. Carolina Eagles versus California Golden Eagles. One from the east, one from the west. Starts off.
Ornithologists are going to have a horrible evening. Who do they pick from? Which way do they go? Golden or normal?
Harish Kakani, plethora of experience back in India as well, playing for Andhra. Loves his bowling too. Slower delivery, didn't pick it. This should be taken. And as easy as it gets from it off, Zia doesn't commit a mistake, and this is a huge wicket in the context of the game, because Saad can turn it around in quick time, but not anymore.
Think it's a change of pace. That combined with the angle across the left-hander, he's just spooned it up, hasn't he? This is well judged by Zia Haq. Made it look very easy indeed, and oh, a look of dismay. Simply disgusted with the stroke that he selected and how he implemented it. He's gone for 21, Saad Ali. It's 43 for 2.
.43 for 2. And out comes the skipper, Rakeem Cornwall. 3 games, 77 runs. That strike rate of 213 just tells you that he can maul the ball. Best of 66. He had to sit out because of the rules that he had spent time off the field nursing the knee injury. Now he's much better. And the field for him. A very wide long on. Just 2 deliveries left in the power play. It'll be interesting to see how Rakeem treats this, because he's so used to the power play being dominated by him. Puts bat to ball. But a quick single's never in his definition, Andrew.
Yeah, I think added to that fact, look at his problems with his knee. He's not going to be running too much in this innings. This is the wicket. It's definitely a cutter, maybe the off cutter. There it is, beautifully bowled. Definitely rolls his fingers over that. And that combined with the angle. Saad Ali can't believe what he's done. He's given it away. And now it's all about the captain. What can he do, Cornwall?
Initially thought of a single. 2 dot balls to finish the over with. Harish's change of pace is working. 6 gone, 43 for 2. The second power play begins now. Harish Kakani, in his second over, was able to scalp very important wicket of Saad Ali. Mohammad Mohsin, the spinner. Economy on the higher side. He'd love to improve as he gets good overs in. And this is one way to start the proceedings for Mohammad Mohsin. Rizwan getting out, playing a very, very poor stroke. 19 or 13 for him. He was looking to hoik it over deep mid-wicket, missed it completely. It wasn't that quick either.
He hasn't picked the googly here. It's that simple. Mohammad Mohsin bowls good leg breaks with a wicked wrong and out of the back of the hand. You see it clearly from behind. And that is every wrist spinner's dream. You pitch it about a 4th stump line, just enough turn, but, well, the gap, you could have driven a car through it between the bat and pad, to be honest with you. It was huge. Rizwan flattered to deceive in that innings. He's gone for 19. It's 43 for 3.
Arakshit Gomel. A lot of experience for Arakshit Gomel in this format. However, this series is yet to cross 50 runs put together in 3 matches. His ability to score over a runner ball is something that his team will be backing him with. 134 required of 83 balls. Required rates touch 9.7. Beautiful flight.
This is one of the things I love about wrist spin. It's the art of deception.
You were talking about the art of deception, Andrew. Watching his wrist closely.
Yeah, and you'll see it here. Always easier to pick it from behind, so we can see the ball. You've seen the ball instead of the wrist. And the reason for that is he may nearly have another. This time it was a leg break, so you saw the back of the palm of the hand. But it's just lovely to watch. Googlies, leg breaks, mystery wickets and plenty of dots.
Was this an opportunity as well? Was superbly played, well fielded. Again, that anticipation factor by Zia. It's a difficult place to field, the backward point. It'll always come to you with a bit of torque. Did it carry? And you follow through as a spinner. Oh, Rashid from that angle is obscuring. And that's the first run that he's conceded, Mohammed. 7 gone, 44 for 3.
Mr. Striker, left arm around. Left arm around.
Dominic departed without troubling the scorers. Rizwan was added as an impact player. 19 or 14 for him just when he was getting started. Played a very poor shot to be back in the hut. Saad would be disappointed as well, but the way he finished his innings. Harish picking up his first. 44 for 3, the Phillies United in 7 overs. Captain Harmeet. I thought he was sensational the previous time he came into ball. The game was almost done and dusted. But did this carry? Did this carry? Oh yes, it did. He'll be counted as a drop chance, and it's going to pain a little bit more. Solidly defended by Rakeem Cornwall. I think it's got a ring to it. Solidly defended.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how long he does that for.
And will be taken on the second attempt. Rakeem Cornwall departs as well. It's a shot that he loves to play. But somehow, just somehow, the ball seems to find a spot that does not have enough to send it beyond the fence.
Well, the big man's gone for a blob next to his name. 0, sadly, provided such entertainment. In previous games, this time he's holed out. I think it's Harish who takes the catch out at long off. Gone for a 4th ball duck, and Phillies United are in all sorts of bother. It's 45 for 4.
.45 for 4. Phillies United have decided to send in Adil Bhatti. Someone who's got to maneuver that cricket ball in the gaps, try and convert singles into twos to get settled. All were looking for that boundary every over. Arakshit Gomel can strike the ball big. 10 and over required. He's got to bring back the Arakshit Gomel that he was back in Mumbai. Up against his own friend from Mumbai, Harmeet Singh.
He's had a brilliant tournament with the ball, hasn't he, Harmeet Singh, the captain of the NJ Titans. Look at these numbers, an economy rate under 6. That's good in any format of the game, in ODI cricket or T20. And the wickets to go with it. He's been close to unplayable. Beautiful variations of pace. End of the 8th. It's 47 for 4.
single of the first ball. Terrific goal from Mohammad Mohsin, the previous one. We were keeping a close watch on what he's delivering as well, from the front of the hand to the back of it. The batter didn't pick the googly, went for a shot. Very wild swing indeed towards deep mid wicket, missed it completely. Mohammad didn't. Oh, good ball. And the ball didn't bounce as much as expected for Adil.
The reason he's difficult to pick, he's a little bit round arm. He's not Stuart McGill by any stretch, but he's not Anil Kumble either. So the googly and the leg break, they're delivered basically from the same angle. And there's no real drop in the front shoulder as a consequence. So you've got to pick it from the hand. And if you're not picking it from the hand, like Adil didn't there, you're in all sorts of trouble. So now you look to a sweep shot because you don't know which way it's turning. This is really high quality leg spin bowling from Mohammad Mohsin. I think the Titans would have been on top anyway, but with the way in which he's twirling his web here, this game is only going in one direction.
Interesting point that you mentioned, that the left shoulder can be a cue for a leg spinner bowling the googly. Does the arm speed work as well? As a batter, is looking at the arm speed, does it change?
Yeah, maybe not the arm speed, but the trajectory at which the ball will come out of the hand. But that's why, because he comes quite round arm, actually I think his leg break and his googly are being delivered at a similar speed. And as a consequence, he's proving very, very difficult to pick. So you see here, look, that's a little bit round arm. It's coming out of the side of the hand there. That's the leg break. Really good follow through on that one. But the googly will be very similar, difficult to pick.
Didn't pick it at all. Ends with a googly, ends with a dot ball. 9 gone, 51 for 4. .51 for 4 in 9 overs. Arakshit is yet to score that first big boundary of his. Adil's pushing the ball and picking up a good single. Might get more here. A very unhappy Harmeet will receive this cricket ball. Needed better backing up there. Or perhaps a throw could have been better. A jumping Harmeet couldn't get to it. That extra run conceded. It's going to hurt his figures, nothing else. 11.4 the required rate. Soft singles like these will do no harm to Harmeet and Co.
Watching two high quality spinners operate in tandem here. Mohammad Mohsin and Harmeet Singh. Both now American based. Both very fine bowlers. Pointed out a few things about Mohsin. Keep your eyes on Singh's action here. Look at the energy that he gets into the delivery. It's a big bound. It's almost an old-fashioned bound. You don't see too many spinners. Graham Swan-esque, if you will, a mirror image of the right arm off spinner. But look at the energy that he gets into his action. Very, very repeatable.
The variation in pace works for him too. Difficult to line him up. And off late, playing a sweep shot against Harmeet is also reduced. Why would that be?
I think it's probably a byproduct of his control and also his trajectory. Again, he comes quite wide of the crease. It is kind of his stock delivery is quite wide out towards the return crease. So with that angle out there, unless you step right across the crease, look at how wide he delivers. So you're not going to sweep, you're going to try and go down the ground, and if you don't get out of the middle, you might need a juggle from the long off fielder. You're going to pay the price.
A single to complete the over of Harmeet as well. At the halfway stage, 57 for 4, and it strings.
So the 10th over, Philly United is 57 for a loss of 4 wickets.
$12 and over required for the Phillies United to win this game, and the problem for them, they've lost their two best batters, Saad Ali and Rakim Kwanwo, both back in the hutch. Titans have bowled well, mainly through their spinners, and Harish Kakani, his first game of the tournament, just 9 runs conceded in his 2. Mike Haseman's alongside you, Mike. How do you assess the first 10?
Yeah, the problem is they just lost wickets right at the start. One on the scoreboard when the first wicket went down, then there was a little bit of a partnership of 42 runs before the next went down. They looked like they were going quite nicely at this stage. The nice shots on the leg side in particular, and that seemed to be the chosen area where they were looking to go, but that time just not quite getting that far enough and losing the second with 43 on the board. Then another one straight away with 43, and then the big fella Rakim Kwanwo came to the crease and he didn't get going at all, didn't score a run. So 4 for 45 when he went, and that's why the Phillies United Blackworm has suddenly gone horizontal. Those 3 quick wickets in a row has really stalled things considerably, whereas the Phillies United have done a really good job, I think, posting that 176. Bit of spin, nice grip.
Definitely been something there. Prodigious spin. This has gone high. It's come off the bottom of the bat and will be easily taken. They're controlling the game here, the Titans, and Mohamed Mohsin is leading from the front.
Mohsin's done a really good job. He's bowled very nicely indeed. He's thoroughly enjoying himself. Picked up a couple of wickets now, just conceded 5 runs. This has been the last one. Dilpreet was the man that took that catch comfortably, camping underneath it, and that's why Mohsin's having a big smile at this stage. They are totally in control. Gamal goes for half a dozen, 57 for 5.
Sunny Patel, leg spinner, will now face some of his own music. Mohsin has bowled really well today. That googly's been hard to pick, and his team is in some trouble. That was the googly there. They've now lost 5 wickets. Correction, 4 wickets. in the last 5 and some overs. Only have scored 20 runs as well.
Yeah, they've become becalmed. That's the bottom line at the moment. Have a look at again the last wicket to go down, number 5, and the second for Mosen. Keeper liked it. In fact, first slip liked it as he started to join the appeal. House, the keeper, was after that try and stop the single.
Yeah, would have hit the stumps, but it pitched offside leg. The decision in the end.
That's very nicely bowled. He's got a nice spring in his step now. Mosen bowling beautifully. Lovely flight, giving some good revs on the ball. He's got that rolling going nicely also.
Wouldn't be surprised if these two continue and bowl their full 4 overs each. Singh and Mohsin, 61 for 5. Four wickets for just 13 runs. That's been the problem, and 2 of them have been better batters for this Phillies United team. They want to ensure, even if they go on to lose this game, it's not by too big of a margin. Net run rate could be important, and they're at the top of the table, Mike. So you think even if they lose this game, they still have a really good chance to qualify?
Yeah, I think they do. I think they're very well. Let me just step back a little. I mean, think about Rakeem Cornwall. He's such an important player for them. That's gone high and handsome. That's gone for 6. That's a really good shot. Great connection. Maximum.
Adil Bhatti is saying, guys, hold your horses. This game is still on. We're going to need a few more of these, though. Similar to what we saw at the back end of the Titans innings, where Aaron Jones was able to flick the switch, hit 4 maximums in quick succession.
The thing about Rakeem Cornwall is that he controls things with the bat, but not just that. Lovely flights, a little bit of turn as well. He's done a wonderful job with the ball also. At one stage in an earlier game, 3 for 10. A couple of games ago, initially 3 for 6.
What about that? That is out of the top drawer. Really good innovation from Adil Bhatti.
Quick feet, quick hands. Brilliant to see. House has had a word or two to say. That is beautiful. Really nicely played. Got to get him thinking a bit, maybe. Although maybe he may not mind him doing it. Certainly a little bit flatter. The next delivery.
You know, what Mohsin is showing as well is when you go slow on this surface and a bit shorter, the ball is doing a lot. He's getting prodigious spin. Singh has been a bit full in this over. And there again. 11 from it, 72 for 5. Chance Griffith, he's so good in the field, makes it look easy. Adil Bhatti departs.
Just when it looked like they might threaten again, starting to build a little bit of a partnership, they lose another stick. Really has been a tale of just losing wickets at all the wrong times. 3 in the 40s, and now they've lost another one with 72 on the board. Trevon is the man that takes that catch. Griffith had no problem whatsoever. He's a good fielder, big smile on his face as well. And Mosen has picked up yet another wicket, so he's having a field day. As Bhatti goes for 20, 72 for 6.
Call me Pattison. Comes to the middle. From Barbados, plays a lot of cricket in the United States. Slip in place. And how about that for a first delivery? Reverse sweep, boundary, welcome.
No problem whatsoever. You might have 3 for 8, but that doesn't worry. I can play a reverse sweep straight away off you. I'll put you behind square on that offside for 4, and I'll smile as well at the last minute. Lovely control too. That's superbly controlled.
So the bravado on show in this tournament. We saw Joshua Trump earlier today play a switch hit, reverse sweep, went all the way for 6. Your first delivery, you're coming out, your team is in real trouble at 73 for 6.
These youngsters today, they do all sorts of funny things these days, Nikhil.
It's hard enough to play the shot, Mike, but to execute as well. Got it for 4.
I've been practicing for the last like 5 or 6 years in the backyard, getting it right. But it's good to see, wonderful to see. No fear, express themselves.
And one thing that I think even the 2 teams playing later today and the other batters in this United team is something to consider is that wind factor. I saw it earlier with the Saad Ali dismissal. It just seemed to have held up in the wind. This time, he's hitting with the wind, and it seemed the wind just seems to carry it to Griffith. It's a good catch because he has to judge it, but it's really strongly coming from that north now. It's been swirling all day. Was the googly again, but really well navigated by Sunny Patel. Bit of an improvement in this over after the wicket. It's 9 from it, 81 for 6. Those worms for the United side, they'll be hoping they can get a bit closer. Seen 8 overs of spin consecutively bowled by the Titans. Now time for some pace. Kakani, who bowled 1 in the power play, 1 outside of it, and bowled well back into the attack.
Yeah, they certainly got their work cut out. 4 wickets in hand. They've got to go at nearly 14 runs and over. That's how tough it's going to be for Phillies United team. 96 from 42 deliveries. Someone has to play out of their shoes.
And just watching Patterson in Barbados in school cricket. He's someone that usually bats at the top of the order. Sometimes can open. I'm quite surprised he's coming at 8 because hasn't bowled in the tournament. So tells me that the presence of him is mainly as batter.
And he was a little annoyed with himself that he missed out with that first delivery he faced. It's been a dominant performance so far from the New Jersey Titans, that's for sure. Been a really good performance. 160 is what House was saying early today. They surpassed that by some distance to get to the 176 mark, and their bowling has been really good, really impressive. Again, covering all the bases. 1 for 10. 2 balls into his third over for Haresh. Good stuff.
There were 2 fielders placed on that leg side, but he's so good to find the gap, Sunny Patel. You just never know. Game could still be on. They need a few more of those, though.
Yeah, just a bit short. Tracks on the slow side. Anything that short is just going to sit up, as it did, and was comfortably put away. Just his length up by some distance there with that delivery. He was really tight up until there.
Captain Harmeet Singh had bowled 3 overs on the trot from that end before this. I'm quite surprised he didn't opt to bowl the 4 and finish his spell. Go for the kill. They've already got 6 wickets.
Yeah, they were doing a nice job. Also surprised. No need to change if it's not broken, that's for sure. They were getting through the overs pretty quickly as well.
Yeah, they've dropped a few today. And that's Captain Harmeet Singh. Will be painful.
We saw catches go down in that first game. 4 catches in one of the innings and also a missed run out. And I'm afraid ever since the first game there's been more catches that have been dropped. And that one should have been swallowed, really. He's a good cricketer. He's better than that. Just burst through the hands. It was hit quite powerfully. But Harmeet Singh will be annoyed with himself that wasn't grasped.
It's been really good from Kakani, though. Quietly goes for just 7 in the over. 88 for 6. Yeah, top of the table clash, match 17. Tonight, the Battle of the Eagles. Golden Eagles up against the Carolina Eagles. In prime time. One of the lights here at the Broward County Stadium. Time for some pace from both ends. Zia-ul-Haq bowled 2 good overs up front. Picked up the crucial wicket. Now will come back into the attack. Maybe shorter in length, may use the pitch.
Inside edge onto the foot. Trickled away. Able to come back for the second as well. Due to that unnecessary shot at the stumps. Don't impress the bowler much. The bowlers are miserly about their figures. Picked up that wicket very early in the game. He opened the bowling and got a stick. I think it was the second ball. He got the very first wicket to go down. Third ball, in fact.
Yeah, with this matchup, we've spoken at length about it, that even if the United team come out on the losing end, they still should be in a decent position. But the fact that we've had those rained out matches, it makes then that next game between the Eagles and Golden Eagles critical. You win that, you're right there in terms of that, maybe top 2.
Carolina going down yesterday. The Centurion was the captain. The lone hand was a magnificent 100 last night. Gurjanath Singh was played superbly. Really special.
See the Carolina Eagles there getting ready. Rajdeep Darbar right of screen. Questions about his fitness. Hope he's okay. That back issue has been plaguing him. Had a good start to the tournament. Al-Haq started his spell, then now has opted to come from around the wicket. There's Gurjanath Singh on the left. Gone high and not quite long enough, but because he hasn't really timed it, fortunately doesn't go to a fielder.
In there for a long time, had to come back quite comfortably for the second as well. Let's have a look at some of the work from Gurjanath Singh last night. It was a lone ranger performance. Next best score was 27, but he did play some wonderful shots. He's got outstanding bat speed. Just have a look at this bat speed that he gets through the ball. Magnificent. He always gets a good stride in, and big stretch as well when he does that. But a terrific bat swing.
Easy. This time taken. And Sunny Patel, he tried valiantly, but just not enough. And it just seems to get tougher for scoring when that ball gets softer. Good use of conditions by Zul Haq. Reward for the Titans.
Yeah, Zero Haq's just picked up his second. It's been a good performance by him, high on the splice actually. Just had to follow through a little bit extra. Change direction also. Gleefully accepts that catch. So good work from him. He's now picked up 2 for 18 with 1 ball left in his third over. But 7 down now for Phillies United. Sunny Patel goes 93 for 7.
Calvin Savage around the can bat, can strike a long ball. 16 runs per over required. $93 for 7.
$93 for 7. And Netravalkar. He loves to bowl when the batters are trying to come after him. 17 and over required at this stage. 3 wickets in hand, and Phillies United would try and get as close as possible for the net run rate factor. If they can turn it around from here, would be a dream game indeed. Kwame has got a score. He's got that ability to use a long handle, and Calvin Savage has pulled his team out of difficult situations before as well. 84 of 29 would be tricky indeed. Not enough timing there, only a single. Welcome, Lenny.
Hello, Suhas. I've already had a word with our esteemed director. And with this game only going in one direction, and we're in the magic hour, the golden hour, all I want to see is this magic up here. This ground's rapidly turning into one of my very favourites. It really is. And I just can't wait to see where it goes. I can't wait to see in which way it develops ahead of next June. Significant development plans from Broward County.
Did generate the outside edge, but sort of space being used against him here. Rattles into the rope.
Well, fortune here for Savage. An outside edge. Real fortune. Gauss just hangs his head. He knew it was past him. He knew it was 4.
5 runs of the first 3. They need a couple of big hits every over to stay afloat in this contest. Phillies United, no, they were missing. They were missing Raheem Cornwall up top. They were missing him.
Well, when he gets a duck, it's difficult. Oh, look at this. Oh, yes. Lap up every second of that. Muscat Oman is maybe my favourite sunset in the world of cricket, but Florida has got to run it close.
Very idyllic. Everyone's a photographer in the golden hour. Everyone. Cheekiness will sort of work and would be 4. 100 comes up for the Phillies United. It's been a struggle, but they get there.
A little bit of innovation. I like the way Kwame's gone about it since he's got to the crease. Reverse sweep from his first ball. Now a little scoop. Just helping it round the corner. Has to get acrobatic as a consequence. Gets good reward too. Which is the full on-pace delivery from Sarah Netravalkar, so it had the pace to help it over the shoulder of both himself, the batter, and the keeper. Fine leg up in the circle. Good reward. 4 more. Net run rate could well be key yet. Remember, neither of these sides, as of right now, guaranteed a semi-final spot.
Should be taken. Don't move much, Jones. There's a gift coming towards you. Netravalkar has the last laugh. Just when Kwame was getting it from the middle of the bat.
Well, really unfortunate, Kwame, isn't he? He's middled this. There's only one man out square of the wicket on the offside. He's picked him out perfectly. It's almost a deep point rather than a deep cover, isn't it? And that US national team combination of Netravalkar and Jones, it comes together nicely to dismiss Patterson Jr. for 16. It's 103 for 8.
One or 3 for 8. Ziaul Haq. He's been terrific with the ball in hand. 2 wickets for 18. He's put in the hard yards, and this, of course, was Kwame Pattinson Jr. finding the lone man in the deep.
Yeah, he's got safe hands, Aaron Jones. Always been a good fielder. He's had a good day too. Batted nicely earlier. Just wonder will we see a few of his leg breaks, maybe. Not that the result of this match is in question, but just you can see him bowling it back in there. He would like a bowl. Might just give the Titans another option later in the tournament.
Good slower delivery would be a single. There's only one thing more beautiful than the sunset in Andrews' books, and that's a leg spinner operating.
Sunsets and leg spinners. Give me the two of them together. Well, you're moving towards cricketing heaven for me. You talk about sort of America, the land of dreams. Talk about the field of dreams up in Iowa. It's famously a baseball field. This is a cricketing field of dreams here in Florida. I think Lauderhill, the city of Lauderhill, Broward County themselves, it took quite a vision to maybe see where this stadium could go, this facility could go. About 15 years ago, I think it was first coming into plans, and might even be a little bit more than that now. But imagine what will be here next June. A T20 World Cup, the largest ever World Cup of any kind. Men's, women's, youth, 20 teams coming together. And this is one of the 3 American host venues. Beautiful scenes here in Florida.
That was a very good Yorker. Harish Kakani's been excellent on the field. Completed Raheem Cornwall's catch. And Ziaul Haq has once again churned out figures that he'll be mighty proud of.
Good operator, Ziaul Haq. Look at the way he nails the block hole here. Full on-pace leg stump Yorker. You're going to do well to keep that to just a single. And he's putting in the hard yards. No shortage of effort.
This is just a replica of the previous delivery, calibrating according to the batter's movement. Three runs at the over so far, at a time when the batters had to come hard at him. Brilliant. The cutters are working brilliantly for Ziaul Haq. It's a homework for the next game. 2 for 21 in his 4, 106 for 8, Phillies United. .106 for 8 in 17 overs. Captain Harmeet decides to bowl his 4th and final over as well. 71 runs in 18 deliveries. Calvin Savage has done wonders before on the cricket field with a bat in hand. A shot like that is good enough to start with. Incredible. What better than seeing a brilliant 6 and the sunset together, Andrew?
Well, the word savage in Ireland means something that is brutal. And this was brutally dispatched, wasn't it? An almighty strike. There was almost rage in that shot, wasn't there? And with those picture-perfect pink skies behind, it painted a beautiful picture. What a shot for a maximum. Again, just narrowing that net run rate gap. That's the margin of defeat. They want to get it as tightly as they can. They're not going to win this game. 65 more required.
Couldn't squeeze it past point. Nice and slow. What a time for Harmeet to come in and bowl as well. Last time, the other bowlers had done the trick for him as a skipper. Came in, bowled a few loopy deliveries, got the wickets and said thank you so much. Now the required rate 26.
He's had a really good tournament, hasn't he? The ball, Harmeet Singh. Another one who just going to be fascinated to see with regards to his American qualification. Obviously, Nosh Kenjige is there. Kareem Maguire has been there previously. Nisarg Patel too. So there's lots of left-arm spinners to pick from. And he'd be a great asset for USA.
Any part of the bat would do. The ball has to reach the fence and beyond.
Oh, sorry.
8 runs at the over with the ball to go. Harmeet is also churning out good figures. This should have enough bat for 4. Savage gets it right this time. Harmeet finishes his quota, 118 for 8 in 18 overs. Phillies United. A 118 for 8. 59 and 12 seems like a distant dream. Justin can hit the ball a long way. Calvin does it too. But against international quality of Saurabh Netravalkar. If magic has to happen, it has to happen in this over, and that too by a stretch. Netravalkar has given away runs. That's been the story a couple of games earlier as well, but at crucial moments, he's picked up wickets. A single is very, very innocuous.
So there's a bit of a tradition for those who know English cricket. Test match special, one of the most famous things ever. They get cake brought up to them, but look at this, we're in America, and look at this, we've had donuts brought up to us. So would you like one of those? Go on,
Thank you
mate.
so much.
Get stuck in. I'm not going to say no. These have been delivered to us by Babar, our drone operator. Not just providing beautiful sunsets, but beautiful donuts too. They're very tasty, I promise you.
As you went to show it to the Comcam, I was able to sniff it real good. Very tempting.
I didn't wait. I'm eating it, to be honest. I got a cup of tea. I've got a donut. Life's pretty good here in Florida right now, not going to lie. You've seen a top of the table clash. We're going to see the Titans cruise home to a comfortable victory. We'll have to do the exact calculations, Suhas. We might get a look at the mini points table. I wonder, will this get the Titans through to the semi-final? We'll have a look at that after this ball. The Phillies will have work to do. But I think this might be enough to see the Titans through. Top 4 from 7 advance, and the Titans will extend their lead, I think, at the top of the table, won't they? Will it be enough? You tell me, Suhas.
Well, they have a game against Patriots coming up. They would want to win that one too to seal the deal. This should be enough also because they've been in a couple of 5-over shootouts in which one of them went their way. Then Andres Kaus was sensational last night, guaranteed them a win. And that's what they got. Longon's been a busy, busy man.
Grunt of frustration there, wasn't there, from Calvin Savage. This will be the points table, hopefully, now, alongside the tournament's leading run scorer with the perfect sunset in the background. I think it's going to be enough, isn't it? They won't be able to finish out of the, well, unless a remarkable set of results, particularly that net run rate. I think they're all but into the semi-finals with this win, the Titans.
Yes. This would be the third one in the 5-over shootout. and won last night. They've got the Patriots coming up tomorrow. New Jersey Titans are in safe waters. Phillies United were table toppers. This will be a reality check for them. And there is the donut delivery man. And he's also the ones providing you the other beauty shot too.
Gorgeous shot that, isn't it? Look at that, Suhas. Stunning work, Babber. I don't know if you can hear us, mate, but sincere thanks for those glazed donuts and that gorgeous shot. As people head home for their Saturday evening to complete, maybe going to tune into some USPL 2023 action.
In the air, quite comfortably taken. Saurabh Netravalkar picks up his second wicket. Justin Dill is looking at his bat in dismay. Not every part can be the middle. He had no option but to go for it, to show some intent at least to play for the net run rate.
Yeah, really the tail of the innings there, isn't it? No shortage of intent or endeavour from Phillies United batters, but just really no consistent execution. Nobody's made more than 21 in the entire innings. And the latest to fall is Justin Dill. He's gone for 4. And the score now falls to, I think it's 122 for 9.
If the umpire would allow an allowance for this, then we can watch the sunset even more. Into the over with this dot ball. 19 gone. 1-2-2 for 9.
Striker. Striker, right arm over to you.
Red sky at night. It's a shepherd's delight here in Florida. And we've got nighttime action under the floodlights. The Battle of the Eagles. Carolina Eagles taking on the California Golden Eagles. It's not quite must-win territory for the Carolina Eagles, but to keep things in their own control, they will have to win that game. For the Golden Eagles, it's pretty much the same too. And then the final day of the group stage tomorrow, another triple header.
He's kept it outside the reach. Harish Kakani. He's become an improved bowler as this tournament has progressed. Would have wanted more game time with the ball in hand. Unfortunately, had to be a part of the 5-over contests. The Golden Eagles are ready to spread their wings. It's going to be a convocation of Eagles. The Golden Eagles, Carolina Eagles. All the innocuous singles, long on and long off, are ever so alert.
There's Gajanan Singh, the captain of the Carolina Eagles. Just on the right of the screen, but as you'll see there, if they don't win, they'd be stuck on 5 points, so they'd need everything else to go their way.
This could be the final wicket, and Griffith has never dropped a catch. There might be a little juggle, but that'll end Phillies United on 1-2-3.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he realizes the 10th wicket. Trevon, you're done. Maybe just off to get his baseball cap or get a high five from someone in the crowd. It's been comfortable, ever so comfortable for the Titans. They are now top of the table. Delighted to be so. It's been a comprehensive victory. We expected a very closely fought contest between these two sides, but the bowling performance from the Titans was nothing short of supreme. Outstanding from all of the bowlers used. The three seamers and the two spinners combined beautifully. A very rounded, well-balanced attack, and I know they batted well too. That man, the tournament's leading run scorer, Andrew Scous's innings alongside Aaron Jones's were the two picks, but it was the bowlers that won this for the New Jersey Titans, make no doubt about it. And Mohamed Mohsin, the man on the screen just walking off behind Gauss there, he was the pick of them with 3 for 17. A comprehensive 53-1 win to put them through to the semi-finals and move them top of the table.
Ticking all boxes today, the NJ Titans. And Harish Kakani picking up his second wicket. Pace off once again. And Trevon Griffith nicely underneath this one. Everything coming together for the men in blue with the ball in hand. NJ Titans. Harish Kakani clicking adds much needed balance as well in the side, as he will be required in crunch moments going ahead in this tournament. Couple of changes were made to give game time to Dilpreet Bajwa. Ian Day perhaps would be the only spot of bother for the NJ Titans. Phillies United, well, a lot to think about after this game. Dominic Ricky departs without troubling the scorers, and Rakeem did the same thing. Remember, Rakeem had to come in a little later because he had spent time off the cricket field, which he had to compensate for. Rizwan's 19 was looking good, but someone from the top three had to continue to make this total look easier than 123 all out. Calvin tried his best, but only he could do so much only.
When your joint top scorers coming in at number 9, it tells a story, doesn't it? Lots of starts. 6 of those batters, 5 in fact, got to double figures and no one could go on. And again, lots of partnerships, 40s and 20s, but not enough. For the bowlers, Suhas, they were magnificent. Maybe the bowling performance of the tournament actually collectively as a 5-sum. All 5 contributed, all 5 took wickets. The pick by a distance was the wrist spinner. 3 for 17 for him, but 2 apiece too for Ziol Haq, Sarav Netravalkar and Harish coming into the team. It was a very comfortable win.
That's the upshot of the game. 176 for 8 New Jersey Titans. Aaron, 47 of 31, top scoring there. Andres Kaus got off to a great start once again. And Mukhtar gets 38 in 27. Again, those two batters providing the runs. Trevon Griffith was good towards the end, as someone had to give them a pump. 176 is all they got. Adil picked up a couple of important wickets. Sunny, Stephen Justin all 1 apiece. Phillies United in reply, 1, 2, 3, and they fold. Calvin's 21 remains the highest score, but by the time he came out to bat, there was too much to be done. Let's go down to Nick Hill to find out who the player of the match is.
Welcome to the post-match presentation for match 17. It was a thriller, but of course the Titans coming out on the winning end today. Next to me I've got Mr. Sridhar Patisapu, the co-owner of the Maryland Mavericks, and he will present the award today for the player of the match to Mohamed Mohsin for his 3 for 17 in his 4 overs. Really stifled his opposition today with his leg spin. Mohamed, really good performance from you. Just describe the emotion. How much have you enjoyed the tournament?
Yeah, I want to congratulate the management for arranging such a good tournament, and congratulate to our management for combining such a good team. I think we have a tournament-winning match, bowling unit, and good batsmen as well, proper T20 batsmen. So it's a proper team, looking good. 176
at the halfway stage. How did you guys assess that total?
Yeah, the wicket was not that flat today. It was taking up a bit, and then we went for 160-ish. And at the end, Aaron Jones and the guys finished very nicely. 170 was always par on this wicket. And then we had a very good power play, and that's, I think, the key to win.
Just give us some insight, Mohammed, in terms of your pace in which you bowl with. How do you go about selecting which pace is best depending on the surface?
I think when it's sticking, you can go a bit more pace because it sticks a lot more. And then if it is a lot flatter, that's where you need to vary a lot. And I think I vary my pace with my variation. I have googly and the leg spin, and that works for me.
And just tell me about the team now in terms of the confidence, how you guys celebrate this.
Yeah, we celebrate every win the way we can, and looking forward to one more game in the league stages, and then it's semi-final and final, so looking forward to the tournament.
So no parties just yet. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Yeah, thank you.
It's always fantastic talking to a very smiling Mohammad Mohsin. And keep the smile going, Mohsin. New Jersey Titans and Phillies United clashed, and it's the New Jersey Titans who've come out on top in points table as well. They've regained the crown there with 7 points. Don't go too far. It's going to be the clash of the Eagles coming up for you. Carolina Eagles will be taking on the California Golden Eagles. And that'll be up next in just a few moments. Strap onto your seatbelts and get your popcorn with you.